Center Hufford, who had a penalty before, he was the main reason they were able to get into the end zone. He just power lifted Miami defensive lineman into the end zone.
Here's the extra point, tied at 41. And Conradi knocks it through, and it's 42-41, Iowa State. The University of Miami averages 44 points a game. It will take that number to win today.
Remind you, an entire half of this ball game without Cam Ward.
So Emory Williams will have a chance to be a Hurricanes hero. And we will check in with Josh Darrow.
Well, speaking of that, Joseph.
Yep.
Zach Carpenter, my stomach's in knots. I don't know about you guys, but Zach Carpenter and Elijah Arroyo were standing next to Emory Williams, looking at him, smiling, and basically telling him, like, you got this. Like, this is your moment. We're going to go score. Now, part of my been some mental mind tricks there, but those two guys, they were pumping him up with confidence.
I don't know, Josh. Well, you got to remember, too, against Florida State, he was marching that ball down the field against the Seminoles before he broke his arm. I mean, he's a guy that can. We've seen it happen. Let's hope we see it again.
That Florida State game, 8 for 23, but he had an 85-yard touchdown. Here's the kick. Lyle is going to bring it out. Across the 10, there goes the clock, 15 to the 20. You're not even going to reach the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
That was a mistake. You lose 8 seconds on the clock and 6 yards. So everything riding on this. Who can produce the big moment for the University of Miami? Iowa State 42, Miami 41.
Wow.
Emory Williams, 6'5", 220 pounds, from Milton, Florida. A chance to be a Hurricanes hero, and here we go. We got to get down to about the 35-yard line.
Got to work the sidelines for sure.
First down pass. Taking care,
sack.
now under pressure. Throws it out there, incomplete. Hit by McLaughlin.
Emory's got to get. They got to get. It's hard to get open. Let's face it. They're playing a man deep. They know what's going on now. The running game is out the window. You've got to march this football down the field. This 47 seconds. It's all on the receivers and the quarterback as far as that goes. But now protection from the offensive line.
Iowa State 42, Miami 41. JoJo Trader comes out left against John Tez Williams. Emory Williams in the shotgun. He's just 2 for 7 for 6 yards. To the air he goes. 3-man rush.
Right there.
He looks. He throws down the middle. Ray Joseph can't hold on to it at the 45-yard line.
See, what he did is he missed Fletcher, who was on the sideline. He could have got a first down, and Fletcher could have gotten out of bounds. That's the thing. He's looking for the play down the field instead of moving the chain and chewing up just as little amount of clock as you can.
Third down and 10, 41 seconds to go.
He wishes he had that one back.
Iowa State 42, Miami 41 after a 15-play, 84-yard drive.
And Joe, that wasn't real far off from being a catch either.
But it hit him in the breadbasket. Third down and 10. Canes are 7 for 12 on third downs. Williams the throw. Climbs the pocket. Underneath caught. Making one miss, getting to the 25 to the 26-yard line. Shamar Kirk. Timeout, Miami. Their last timeout with 32 seconds, and this is going to be it.
Yep.
We are down to the final play.
Third and final timeout. Miami. 30 seconds.
Well, you wonder in a ball game what difference Ward makes. So he didn't play in the second half, and you didn't have Restrepo and Brown and.
Well, now we're down to the last sip at the last sip saloon. We got 32 seconds to go. Canes trail 42-41. The big moment was in the second half. Didn't score the touchdown. Had to settle for a field goal at the 2-yard line after the fake punt. Could not finish that drive. 42-41. Miami's run for 308 yards. They've thrown for 203. And right now it's a 4th down and 4. 32 seconds to go. First down would stop the clock, but now there are no timeouts remaining.
The defensive helmet that came off. The clock will start on the snap. Miami still has one timeout remaining.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take that. Take any good news. Everybody on their feet. Hearts are jackhammering around Camping World Stadium.
Joe, if you can break one deep, there is nobody farther than 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Nobody.
Williams the throw. Fires. It is caught by Arroyo. Did he get there?
No.
He got the first down, I think. He got the first down. Arroyo reaches up and makes the play on a fourth down. 23 seconds to go. The clock is running. Williams the throw. Looking. Throws. It's deflected. He hit the defensive player in the back of the head. Stops the clock with 14 seconds to go. Why didn't the clock stop on the first down? We're down to 14 seconds to go. 42-41 Iowa State. Miami in jeopardy of finishing the season, losing 3 out of the final 4. After a great 9-0 start. Cam Ward played the first half. He did his job. Miami's got to get about 40 yards here to get in any kind of field goal range. Emory Williams, 2 receivers to the right. And now a timeout by Iowa State.
Charge timeout. Iowa State. 30 seconds.
It was a 15-play, 84-yard drive by Iowa State. 84 yards on the final drive. We mentioned Rocco Becht. 4 one-possession games has won them all.
Here's the other part, Joe. It chewed up 5 minutes and 38 seconds. And
just couldn't get enough stops all year. And that it all culminated here on the last 84-yard drive.
You have to remember also, Joe, you're without the spark plug to this entire team for half. And say what you want, it makes a difference.
Oh, yeah. Been no passing game here in the second half.
No, I mean, you rush for more yards than anybody's rushed against Iowa State all year.
Ball to 31-yard line.
But you also didn't get the ball back.
Emory Williams, the throw against a 3-man rush. Fires down the middle. Almost intercepted. Jeremiah Cooper was there. We're down to 10 seconds to go. Iowa State 42, Miami 41. They scored 21 points in the first quarter. 7 in the second, 7 in the third, 7 in the fourth, and overcame Miami with a 17-point run. Hurricanes had a 10-point lead and couldn't hold on to it. Now we're down to maybe 2 plays. 3rd and 10. And the 31 of Miami off the right hash mark.
Now they're playing deep zone.
Everybody's back.
No rush now.
Williams the throw. Looking. Throws across the middle. Ray catches it, but the time is going to run out. That's going to be a 3 seconds to go, and Miami has 1 timeout left, and that stops the clock with 3 seconds to play. The ball at the Miami 40.
3rd and final timeout. Miami, please reset the game clock to 4 seconds.
Well,
Iowa State sets a new record. The only time they've won 11 games in the history of the university.
Hurricanes with 1 bowl win since 2006. 1-12 in their last 13, and about to be 1-13. 4 seconds to go. Iowa State 42, Miami 41. Cam Ward played the first half. He was brilliant. 12 out of 19, 190 yards and 3 touchdowns. So now we're down to the last roll of the dice for the whole shebang and a Hail Mary. And an Or Father.
And I promise to be a better boy.
Williams back to throw. Looking and heaves it down the field. Jump ball, and it is intercepted by Iowa State. And the Pop-Tarts Bowl goes to the Cyclones. Iowa State wins. Iowa State wins 42-41 over Miami. Cyclones win it with a better closing argument over the Miami Hurricanes with a 15-play, 84-yard drive that wins the game. Emory Williams' final pass intercepted, and Iowa State wins 42-41. And the Cyclones are celebrating their 11th win of the season. Miami comes up short, and they lose 3 of their final 4 games. And once again, the defense lets them down. Pass was intercepted by Surges, his first interception of the season and the 15th for Iowa State. A 21-point lead against Syracuse dissolved. A 10-point lead today dissolves. Iowa State wins it at the Pop-Tart Bowl, 42-41. That's your final score. Let's pause for this network break on the Miami Hurricanes Radio Network. Hi, Joe Zagacki here for Williamson Cadillac. Get the most out of the South Florida lifestyle in a new Cadillac from Williamson Cadillac. New models are arriving daily at Williamson. This means Williamson Cadillac is sure to have the new vehicle you're looking for. The CT4, CT5, XT5, XT6, and the new all-electric Lyric. Get the most out of the South Florida lifestyle in a new Cadillac from your luxury dealership located on US 1 just south of the Palmetto. Williamson Cadillac. Williamson is Miami.
All this football action making you hungry? Wawa has you covered. Wawa Catering makes it easy to get hoagies, snacks, drinks, and more. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Choose pickup or delivery, and it'll be ready in time for game day. Or block hunger right now with the Wawa app. Order your favorites on the app and get them however you want. Pickup, curbside, or delivery. Download the Wawa app today. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Miami Hurricanes.
A Gain Scent Beads story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Well, they've rolled out the Pop-Tarts trophy, and it goes to Iowa State as they win 42-41. The University of Miami, unfortunately, my dear friends, do almost the impossible. They run for 308 yards and lose. That's pretty tough. They run for 308 yards and come up on the losing end. They outgained Iowa State 524 to 415 and came up on the wrong end of this one. Iowa State had one short drive of 7 plays, 22 yards after Miami fumbled. Their other drives, 6 plays, 75 yards, 6 plays, 65 yards, 7 plays, 75 yards, 10 plays, 75 yards, 15 plays, 84 yards. So consider this: 75-yard drive, 65-yard drive, 75-yard drive, 75-yard drive, 84-yard drive, and Miami did nothing about it. They lose 42-41. Cam Ward, record-setting day for him. throws a touchdown pass, throws 3 touchdown passes, played the first half. 3 of his receivers bailed out on him and did not play, but Cam Ward does play the half. Goes 12 for 19, 190 yards, 3 touchdowns for Cam Ward. Damian Martinez runs for 179 yards on 14 carries, including a 75-yard touchdown. But it's not good enough. Iowa State wins at 42-41. We now pause for this local break on the Miami Hurricanes Radio Network.
Hi, Joe Zagacki here for Williamson Cadillac. Get the most out of the South Florida lifestyle in a new Cadillac from Williamson Cadillac. New models are arriving daily at Williamson. This means Williamson Cadillac is sure to have the new vehicle you're looking for. The CT4, CT5, XT5, XT6, and the new all-electric Lyriq. Get the most out of the South Florida lifestyle in a new Cadillac from your luxury dealership located on US 1 just south of the Palmetto. Williamson Cadillac. Williamson is Miami.
I'm loving this vintage store.
Right? And they accept Discover.
I don't think so, Jennifer.
Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Get with the times.
Then where do we stand on parachute pants?
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide, based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
I love this song. I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzz warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Whether you're pushing your limits as a pro or playing for fun on the weekends, injuries happen. But when the aches and pains hit, trust the experts at the University of Miami Sports Medicine Institute with your game. Our team provides advanced care for sprains, strains, and tears backed by academic research. We'll get you back on track at your own pace. The University of Miami Sports Medicine Institute is here to help you recover your game. Schedule an appointment today at uhealthsports.com.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you...
Stadium, where Iowa State, as they come from behind, victory 42-41 over Miami for the first time in their 133 years. They have won 11 games. They finish 11-3. Miami finishes 10-3 with 3 losses in their final 4 games. And oh, by the way, most likely start the season next year with Notre Dame. First 11-win season for Iowa State. They're on the field celebrating this Pop-Tarts Bowl victory. Rocco Beck goes 22 out of 36 for 270 yards. He threw 3 touchdowns, and he ran for the game winner. He ran the ball 8 times for 23 yards. He ran for the game-winning touchdown. Hansen scored 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, and 1 receiving touchdown. Iowa State closed the game on a 15-play, 84-yard drive in 5 minutes and 38 seconds. So when we come back, we'll be hearing from Alex Dono, plus Don Bailey Jr. is making his way toward the Miami locker room as the Hurricanes lose here today to Iowa State. Your final score, Iowa State 42, Miami 41. Our locker room show is coming up next.
This Hurricanes game has ended, but it's time for the post-game show on the Hatfield Miami Hurricanes Football Network.
Presented by Hatfield. Put pork on your fork. Visit simplyhatfield.com for recipes.
Back inside Camping World Stadium, where Iowa State has defeated Miami 42-41. And that's how we finish the season in disappointing fashion. Don Bailey Jr. making his way to the locker room, but first, let's go to our post-game host and Alex Dono.
Thank you so much, Joe Zagacki. Tough way to finish the season there for your Miami Hurricanes. Let's take a look at other games in progress around bowl season. You've got Miami, Ohio, up 29-10 against Colorado State in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. Halftime in the Go Bowling Military Bowl, East Carolina leads NC State 13-7. Coming up at 7:30, you've got the Valero Alamo Bowl, number 17 BYU at 23rd ranked Colorado. 22nd ranked Army takes on Louisiana Tech in the Independence Bowl at 9:15 p.m. Finals from earlier, UConn over North Carolina 27-14. Nebraska beat Boston College 20-15. TCU over Louisiana 34-3. Finals from earlier on today out in the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Jackson State over South Carolina State 28-7. South Alabama over Western Michigan 30-23. Let's send things back to Camping World Stadium and the voice of the Miami Hurricanes, Joe Zagacki. Joe?
Okay, Alex, they're shooting confetti on the field. I'm waiting to see if they got these Pop-Tarts popping out. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's winner Pop-Tarts dinner for Iowa State. Not so much for the University of Miami. 42-41 the final. Time now for our Best Roofing Best Player of the Game. Since 1978, Best Roofing has been replacing, repairing, and recovering all types of commercial roofs in the Tri-County area. Solve all your roof problems today. Call 954-941-9111 or 9111 or online at bestroofing.net. And our Best Roofing Best Player, without a doubt, from start to finish this year, Cam Ward today, 12 out of 19, 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, including a record breaker.
Join me, Dusty Dvorak, and Danny Cannell Monday morning at 6 Eastern as we break down all the action from the weekend on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Coaches, a look at this one here tonight in San Antonio. It's Colorado. It's BYU. What are your keys for Colorado against the Cougars tonight?
Mark, I'm going to change up a little bit. I'm going to start with special teams because BYU is exceptional in special teams. Punt returns, kickoff returns, and we have got to not be a liability in this game on that piece of it. So we've got to figure out a way to kick that ball and cover it after we score. And when we punt the ball, we've got to have great coverage tonight. And so that worries me more than anything because it's not anything you practice live. And you take 3 weeks off, you haven't tackled live on a kickoff return, you haven't tackled live on a punt return. So that bothers me a little bit. That's what I think is really important. Second thing, offensively, we got to get the ball out quick and let those rabbits run. We've got a great group of receivers that can all run extremely well. And I think rather than trying to get 3 and 4 seconds to throw the football, we've got to get it out quick offensively and get yards on the outside, run these guys to death. Number 3, defensively, comes down to this thing. We got to stop the run. We stop the run, we can win this game. And, they throw the ball okay, but they don't throw the ball like we do. We stop the run, we can win this football game.
The last time the Buffaloes won a bowl game, it was 2004, and the Buffs knocked off Texas El Paso in the Houston Bowl under Coach Gary Barnett. It's been a long time. It was 20-7. I beg your pardon. That was the Houston Bowl. The Buffs won that one over Texas El Paso down here in the Lone Star State. Can they get a victory here tonight as they take on the BYU Cougars? Ralphie is just about ready to do her thing. She's going to run. This building is bathed in black and gold. The Buffs fans have turned out as Colorado under Coach Prime is back in the postseason. We'll take one final timeout. We've got the opening coin toss and the opening kickoff straight ahead. This is Colorado football from their field.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
Hey everyone, Hazel Miller here from my favorite liquor store, Hazel's Beverage World. Hazel's has the largest selection, lowest prices, and most knowledgeable folks you can find. Located at 28th and Pearl, Hazel's is just a few minutes from Folsom Field. Fly by Hazel's for beer, wine, and spirits, and more. Go Buffs!
See you all in Hazel's Beverage World before or after the game.
Buffaloes football is brought to you by Mike Maroney Auto Group. For exciting football, come cheer on the Buffs. And for a great ride to the game, get to Mike Maroney Auto Group, where Maroney means more. Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Barbasol, America's #1 shaving cream. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. Pepsi, grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar and cheer on the Colorado Buffaloes. And by Coors Light, choose chill, proud partner of CU Athletics. Buffaloes football is on the air.
Be tough, be disciplined, but be you.
Shador Sanders is amazing. Travis Hunter is outstanding.
You got to want this game like you never wanted it before.
Touchdown, Colorado. 76 yards. LaChante Wester.
We're going to go down and be physical.
He steps up. He took a shot, and he sacked back at the 20-yard line.
You got to dominate the guy in front of you.
Rifles it right side. Intercepted at the 10. Into the end zone. DJ McKinney.
Do not give them nothing.
And it is intercepted. There's a Heisman Trophy moment by Travis Hunter.
They can take it from him. Y'all ain't built like that to let anybody take anything from him.
Touchdown, Colorado. In a season of improbable plays, you just saw one of the greatest catches you're ever going to see.
Okay, let's do what we've been blessed to do.
Live from San Antonio, Texas, the Buffaloes, the Cougars. This is the Alamo Bowl. Kickoff is just moments away. Now with the call of the game, here's Coach Gary Barnett and the voice of the Buffaloes, Mark Johnson.
We come to you from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. The Colorado Buffaloes under Coach Prime in year number 2. A 9-win team, the Heisman Trophy, and nearly a clean sweep of all the postseason awards are in the Alamo Bowl as they'll take on 10-win BYU. Hi, everybody, alongside Coach Gary Barnett, Bobby Passavento on the sidelines. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Colorado coming off a 52-0 win over Oklahoma State in their last game 2 weeks ago. BYU knocked off Houston 30-18 in their final game. It was a 4-way tie atop the Big 12 with the tiebreakers. Iowa State, Arizona State meet in the title game. ASU moves on. Iowa State just knocked off Miami in the Pop-Tarts Bowl here a few minutes ago. And this one by one of the BYU players has been dubbed the People's Championship, as the other two, which each won a portion of the Big 12 Championship, are meeting here in San Antonio. Gary, it's been a great week, and this is expected to be a great matchup between these two teams.
Well, Mark, it is a great matchup, and it's going to be a fun matchup. You know, the only thing that they're playing for is the winner in this game, and CU's trying to get to 10 games. But they're all playing together for their last time. They've been through a lot here together, and I just think the matchup, our offense, their defense, our offense, you know, is just a great matchup and a great opportunity for us. And for us to be able to watch two players of Shador and Travis's ability, it's just amazing, and our fans deserve it so much.
Well, the Buffaloes won the opening coin toss. They deferred to the second half, which means we're going to see the Buffs on defense. Okunlola, Nwankwo, Cokes, and Green along that defensive front. Levante Bentley and then Brendan Gant. Of course, Nakai Hill-Green, the lone significant loss by the Buffaloes to the transfer portal. He went inside with Alabama, but boy, was he a playmaker this season. The back end, you've got the Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter, DJ McKinney on the other side, Cameron Stillman Craig, and the final game by Shiloh Sanders as well, the son of head coach Deion Coach Prime Sanders, as the Buffs will kick off to BYU, and they are a great return team. More on that in a moment. Down to the sideline we go, and Bobby Passavento.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, checking in, man. A lot of energy down here. A lot of black and gold through this crowd. They're very loud. They're getting into it. They were chanting for Ralphie. A lot of energy on this sideline with these Buffalo football players. Let's see how we get this game started. Back up to you.
Bobby, Coach, the return game is going to be a big part of this one. You mentioned it in your keys. The Cougars are the #1 team in America in return touchdowns. They had 3 kickoff returns for a touchdown. They had 1 as a punt return. And Colorado's not been very good in covering kicks this season.
No, you know, in light of that, I would have probably made a different decision there. I would have probably taken the ball first and not not taking the chance on the first kickoff being returned. I think I'd take the ball and just let them know that, you can only get an extra possession of the football if you take it on the opening kickoff. And so just show them that I was going to be real aggressive with my offense.
Boy, some emotions down in the field. I asked Prime yesterday at a press conference. I said, you're going to walk out there for the final time as the head coach of your two sons. He's walking down there along the sidelines. He's got a hand over each son's shoulder. On one side is Shiloh. The other side is Shadur, the quarterback. He said it's going to be emotional. We're going to have a moment when it's going to kind of hit me. He said, but we got to coach the ball game, got to play the ball game. And Gary, I think it says a lot about the culture of Deion Sanders, what he's created at Colorado. The fact that the #1 quarterback in America, maybe the #1 pick in the NFL draft, Shadur is going to play, and obviously the Heisman Trophy winner is going to play as well.
Yeah, I agree, Mark. It's just been, when you think about it, I mean, we've been in it now for 2 years, and we're sort of used to it. But you look back and see what a significant change has been made in this program.
It's unbelievable.
And how low we were in 2022 and 21. And, and to have it turn around this drastically, to have 2 award winners of that value, that capacity.
Yep.
I mean, who does that?
Yep.
You don't have that in teams that have been there for years and years and years.
And by the way, when I said that to him, he said, don't forget my third son, Travis. They become so close as well. He said, I guarantee you Travis is going to say something to make me cry. It's Alexander Stoyanovich who's going to tee it up for Colorado. And back deep is Keelan Marion. This season, 18 kick returns. He's got 2 touchdowns on the season. He averages just over 26 yards per return. He's the deep man for the Cougars. Colorado dressed in all black. Helmets, jerseys, pants trimmed in gold and white. Meanwhile, BYU in all white uniforms. Helmets, jerseys, pants trimmed in blue. We're set for the 2024 Alamo Bowl here in San Antonio. The Buffs have not done a good job this season on touchback. Stoyanovich only 3 of 18 this season have reached the end zone. The end zones, by the way, off to our left is the BYU logo. Off to our right, it says Buffaloes in black and gold. And there is a sea of black and gold here in San Antonio this week. The Riverwalk was bathed in Buffaloes and plenty of fans here at the Alamo Dome. We finally get the signal. Stoyanovich approaches, swings the right leg, and we're underway here in San Antonio. This one's going to be taken at the 1-yard line, out across the 5, the 10, the 15, up the near side, 25, 30-yard line, shot right there, across the 30, up near the 32. That's a 33-yard return, that time by BYU, and exactly what we talked about initially. Colorado has not covered well, and they didn't there.
It wasn't a bad kick, though, Mark, but there was a big running lane to his left side as he started up, and it didn't close soon enough, in my opinion, but at least it wasn't run back for a touchdown or for a huge gain.
Johnson, the return man. All right, here comes Jake Retzlaff. 6'1", 205, the redshirt junior out of Corona, California. Is a junior college transfer. Decent thrower, very good running quarterback as well. First down at 10 now for the 32-yard line. Play action, sets to throw, rifles this one over the middle. Backpedaling grab, incomplete. It was deflected away. Carter Stoppmeyer got there. Otherwise, that could have been a touchdown. Keelan Marion was the intended receiver. A little skinny post over the middle, incomplete pass, second down and 10.
Now, BYU came out and said, we're going after you, boys. You think you're that good in the secondary. Let's just see how good you are.
Holy cow.
Boy, they had it. A great shot, but Stoudemire did get a piece of it.
Yeah, reached up about a half step. He was beat by, but he reached up with the right hand and poked that one away. Retzlaff this season, 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He has not been good in the month of November. Does it carry over to December? Second down and 10. Ball into the hands of the quarterback, swinging on a wheel route on the left-hand side. It's behind the intended receiver, L.J. Martin out of the backfield. Coverage applied. A couple of Buffaloes there. Over the top was Travis Hunter. On the bottom of the bracket was Stoudemire, and it's third down and 10 now for BYU.
Yeah, Stoudemire had that that wheel route, which has been our nemesis all year. He had it covered.
Third down and 10. BYU at 35% this season on third downs. Third and 10 from the 31-yard line. Retzlaff is out of the shotgun. Tight end through the backfield of motion. Now we got a stoppage of play and a flag, a marker down.
You know, Mark, I'm going to go back to that throw on the wheel route. If Retzlaff makes a good throw, he does go a long way. But they did have somebody over the top.
That was a penalty. Full start against BYU. They'll mark off the 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 15 from the 26-yard line. They're not a heavily penalized team, Gary.
40 yards a game is what they're averaging, 5 penalties, and so they don't make many mistakes. They never beat themselves.
Our referee is Kyle Olson. This is an SEC crew here today in San Antonio. 3rd down and 15 to the 26-yard line. Moving right to left, ball left hash mark. Snap to Retzlaff. Handoff up inside, running two-handed with the football is L.J. Martin along the hash to the near side. He works his way across the 30 out to the 32. He picks up a gain of almost 6.5 yards on that play, and that'll make it 4th down and long. And the Cougars have to punt this one away.
Yeah, Martin missed a couple of the last games. He's their leading rusher at 652 yards, but he wasn't in the initial 2-deep coming out for this game, and now he's starting. He's back.
Sam Vanderhaar, redshirt sophomore, is out to punt this one away. So Buffs will force the 3 and out. Back to return is number 1, by the way, LeJohntay Wester. He wore number 10 for much of the season. Got his grades up, and just before the bowl game, they gave him the number 1 back. He's going to drift off to his left. In between the hash and numbers on the far side, fair catch signal is made, and he secures the football at the 24-yard line. And that's where the Buffaloes will take over 1st down and 10 after a nice job by Robert Livingston and the defense on their first defensive series here in San Antonio. We've got 13:58 to play in quarter number 1 of the Alamo Bowl.
LeJohntay sporting some lime green electric shoes out there, Mark. Won't have problem finding him.
Oh, how many batteries do you think those things take? Have that kind of bright hue to them? Oh. All right, here comes Shedeur Sanders, first-team All-American, 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, a school record 74.2% completion percentage. 1st and 10 for the 24, moving from left to right. Ball on the left hash mark. Travis in motion. The Heisman Trophy winner takes his snap, throws the screen near side. There's Jimmy Horn, who's been out for a while. He works his way between the hash and numbers across the 26 to the 27-yard line. 2 almost 3-yard pickup on that play. The tackle by Isaiah Glasgow, the outside linebacker. He was all Big 12 this season.
Well, that's the first one of those. I think we're going to see a lot of those today. That little quick throw outside. Let those speedsters go.
2nd down, long 8 now from just outside the 26-yard line. Now the ball on the right hash mark here in the Alamo Dome. The black-clad Buffaloes with an empty backfield. 4 receivers to the left. Shotgun snap taken by Shedeur. Scans, steps forward. He tucks. He runs. There is a flag in the play. He splits 2 defenders in between the hashes. Out across the 32-yard line to the 33. Let's see what the marker is all about. It's a gain of almost 8 yards on the run. And let's see what the hanky is about.
I'm guessing it's a hold. He threw it in a holding area, but Buffs aren't backing up.
Blake Mengelson is the player that's down out there for BYU. Injury on the field. Let's wait on the call.
Defense, number 2. 10 yards will be added to the end of the play. 1st down.
That was out on the edge, Mark Collins, the outstanding transfer cornerback out of Weber State. And so the Buffs get the 1st down by penalty.
You know, Mark, this team has 30 transfers, and most of them.
Timeout on the field for a player injury.
So 30 transfers for BYU. By the way, the 1st down presented by Ford Trucks. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. 47 years straight. That's because they're built Ford tough. 3 and out for BYU. Colorado has got it with 13:15 to play in the opening quarter. Scoreless ball game. Colorado just picked up a 1st down. And this injury timeout's taking a little bit longer than maybe we first expected. And finally up now. And moving is Mengelson, the senior out of Nephi, Utah. He's up and walking off the field. They evaluated him.
Yeah, he looks okay. He's got 2 sacks and 5.5 TFLs for the season. He's been a very active player for their front. They're a big group. Big, good-looking group. They've been bringing 4 every snap so far.
Well, with BYU, of course, many of the players coming from the Mormon background will go on missions, and they come back, and so that adds, of course, some years of maturity, let's put it that way. And so they've got plenty of players who are a little bit older than average.
They average 21 and a half years old, and they've got 27 married players, Mark, as well.
5 with children. And I think 3 grandfathers. Is that correct? Or did I miss that? That's not true. It's just you and me. All right. 13:15 to play, opening quarter scoreless. Colorado with the football. First down and 10 for the 43. Ball between the hashes. On the edge of the Alamo Bowl logo here in the center of the building in San Antonio. Snap to Shador. Hand off to the tailback. Running right side. Micah Welch, the freshman out of Milledgeville, Georgia, drops the shoulder. Goes helmet to helmet with the defender. A gain of 5 yards on that play. It's 2nd down and 5 now. Up near midfield from the 48-yard line. Still on the Buff side of the 50.
Yeah, Welch real patient with that run. Let it develop and then bounced it outside around the right edge.
2nd and 5 for the 48. Inside 13 to play early on in this opening quarter here in the Alamo Bowl. Shador Sanders along the near hash. Glances over the 4-man defense. On the defensive front, hand off to Welch. Again, he hesitates. Cuts off to his left. Makes a man miss. Trying to step out of a tackle on the far side. On the 50-yard line on the far side of the field as he worked his way into Cougar territory. It's a gain of 3. The tackle by Tanner Wall, the safety. And he was a step away from a long run that time was the Buffaloes running back.
Well, he was a block away by Lejante. If he just gets his man, that one goes a long way. I think Mike has said something to him about, hey, buddy, how about a little help out here?
3rd down and 2 for the Buffaloes on the season. They're at 41% on 3rd downs. They've got 3rd and short. They've got an empty backfield. The ball is on the left hash. Moving left to right, Shador Sanders stands out of the shotgun. The senior calling for the ball. Delay in the snap. Here it comes waist high. He backpedals. He scans. He looks. He steps up. Now he rifles it near side. And Jimmy Horn makes the grab of the 49 on the numbers on the near side. Takes his shot. Was it a first down? Was it long enough?
I don't think so, Mark. He didn't tell you. He had a pretty good pressure on him. He stepped up and finally got rid of the ball, but it's a 4th down.
They needed 2. He got 1.
I think they're going for it. I think they're going for it.
Yep. The offense stays on the field. It's the postseason. Why wouldn't you? BYU urging on their fans defensively. The Buffs offense urging on Colorado fans offensively. On 4th down and 1. This season, Colorado 8 of 20 on 4th downs. They're going to go empty once again with 4 wide to the left. That's the open side of the formation. Scoreless here early. Snap to Shador. Backpedals. Scans. Steps up. Rifles over the middle. He threw it behind Will Shepard. Incomplete. And it's a turnover on downs.
Well, he had plenty of time, stepped up in the pocket and just missed Will Shepard. He had a Lejante on a little bubble screen on the outside, which is where I thought they were going to go with it and just get it out there and give him a chance. They didn't have a lot of defenders to that side. BYU was really confused in that formation as to where to line up, but we couldn't take advantage of it.
So the Buffaloes turnover on downs early here, quarter number 1, 10:56 to play in the first here in San Antonio. It's scoreless. BYU's got the football at midfield on the other side of a timeout. You're listening to Colorado Football from their field.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Feel the Stampede right here all season long on the Buffalo Sports Network from Learfield.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there. Choose your people. You could choose to go for it. No, like really go for it.
4th down, 28-yard line.
Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafts cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda, move and be moved.
Sports fans, listen up. With Sling, you can watch your favorite sports all year round for the best price. Plus, only Sling lets you control what channels you pay for, all starting at $40 a month. At that price, there's no such thing as an off-season. Get pro and college football, baseball, hockey, pro and college basketball, and more, all for the best price. Go to sling.com to customize your channel lineup. Sling lets you do that.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Back here in San Antonio, it's the Alamo Bowl at the Alamo Dome. Coach Gary Barnett, Bobby Passavant on the sidelines, voice of the boss Mark Johnson. Scoreless ball game. BYU went 3 and out. Their first possession, punted away. Buffs worked their way up the midfield. They go for it on 4th down and 1. Errant pass from Shadur Sanders on a crossing pattern to Will Shepard. It's a turnover on downs, and BYU takes over 1st down and 10 now for their own 48-yard line. Gary?
Yeah, 1 completion in that series, Mark, and we did get a 1st down on penalties, but not a very effective series right there for the Buffs. It lined up and empty, I think, 3 times that series.
Not a lot of debate what they're going to do when they do that, is there?
No.
Oh, and not one time did the Buffs in that opening series target Travis Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner. And so the defense is back in the field. By the way, we're just giving this note just before. We know that Travis has been an academic All-American. We're told by the academic people at CU, Travis got another 4.0 in the fall semester. So getting it done in the classroom, getting it done on the football field. All right, here comes Retzlaff. And the Cougars, 1st and 10 now for their 48-yard line, moving right to left. Ball up hash mark. Fake handoff. Give inside. Martin cuts to his left. Bounces off the edge. No containment. Travis yanks of the football outside the numbers on their sideline. Inside the 45. Down near the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 10. Levante Bentley eventually brought him down. It's a 1st down for BYU, but there is a marker down.
Now, B.J. Green just gave up a little too much area trying to rush that passer and created a little crease out there for the running back.
Holding offense, number 70, 10-yard penalty, still 1st down.
That's on the center, Connor Pays, a senior out of Highland, Utah. And so the team that only averaged 5 penalties for 40 yards has got 3 already here in the first, well, not even 5 minutes. We're at the 10:46 mark at quarter number 1, scoreless ball game. Now they've got it 1st down and 20 from their own 38-yard line. Moving from right to left. Tight end to the right. Ball on the left hash mark. Retzlaff the snap. Turns. Hands off to Marion. Cutting to his right. Shadur Sanders got him high. And Cameron Silman Craig, who plays with his hair on fire down low. They twist him down after a 4-yard gain. And it's 2nd down and 16.
And he's got a lot of hair, Mark. So when that gets on fire, he's a jet. And
hasn't he been great this season?
Yeah, he has. And that was a great tackle right there, too. I'm telling you.
I love him, man. What a great kid. Played all 4 years for Coach Prime, 2 at Jackson. And then out 2 with the Buffaloes. 2nd down and 16. 10 minutes to play, opening quarter. Scoreless ball on the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun is Retzlaff. Ball right hash mark. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Slant. Left side. Grab is made. Roberts between the hashes. And Sanders. Shiloh Sanders. The safety is there in the tackle. It's a gain of 14. That should make it 3rd down. And we're going to cut that back to about 12 or so. It'll be 3rd down at about 5.
That was an RPO, run pass option. He read the outside linebacker sinking down, or the linebacker coming in for the run. He pulled the ball and threw it right to the slant route behind the linebacker.
All right, big one right here. 3rd down and 5 now. 35% on 3rd downs. They were unsuccessful. They're 0-1 in this ball game. 9:35 to play. Opening quarter. We're scoreless early in the Alamo Bowl. Ball between the hashes. Moving right to left. Retzlaff is out of the shotgun. Now he's up talking to his offensive line, making sure protection is set. Comes set out of the shotgun. He's got a running back off his right hip. There comes a snap. Running the option. He pitches late. Taken by Martin. Turns the corner. And he's on a bounce on the near side. Right near the 41-yard line. And he got the 1st down. That's a gain of 6. He's run out of bounds by Carter Stoutmeyer.
Yeah, the Buffs were not real option sound on that play. That's an automatic, Mark, when they see that defense, that bear look, to go ahead and go to the speed option is what that's called. It's just the quarterback runs at the defensive end, pitches off of him to the back, and it was Buffs in man coverage, and so it's hard to stop that play.
That is the first down by BYU in the game. 8:50 and counting here opening quarter. We're scoreless. BYU's got it 1st down and 10 now for the Colorado 40-yard line. Retzlaff's out of the shotgun. High snap. Yanks it down. Sets. Throws it right side. Grab out of the backfield is made by Marion. Defender dived, hit his knees, missed it, and he's chased down on an angle from all the way in the center of the field to the far sideline inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 12 by Travis Hunter. That's a gain of 30. And it's a 1st down and 10 right now inside Buffs territory for the Cougars.
That was another wheel route Mark, and Brendan Gant, who hasn't seen a lot of action, was responsible for that, and he got beat on it, and Travis had to come over and clean it up, but a lot of yards on that play.
First down and 10 now with above 12-yard line. B.J. Green comes back in the lineup for Colorado. He was out that last snap. He lines up his defensive end of the defensive left side, a four-man defensive front. First down and 10 with the 12. Retzloff takes a snap. He fakes. He works his way forward. That's Gary Bohannon, by the way. Stepped out of a tackle. Breaks another one. Cuts off to his right inside the 5. And along the numbers, he's finally brought down. That's a gain of 11 yards. Arden Walker and Shiloh Sanders collaborating on the stop, and it's first down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. So the backup quarterback, the transfer out of Baylor, was in there taking the direct snap that time.
He played a lot of football for Baylor. He started at USF, South Florida, transferred to Baylor and played a lot of football for them.
First down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. We've got 7:25 and counting here in the first quarter, scoreless in San Antonio. Baylor with the ball on the right hash mark. Out of the shotgun is Retzloff. Goal to go on first down from the 1-yard line. Takes the snap, turns, hands off Marion, left side, end zone, touchdown, BYU. And the Cougars strike first here in San Antonio, Texas. After the Buffaloes go for it on 4th down and 1, they hand the Cougars a short field. And Coach Satake and the Cougars make Colorado pay.
Yep. You know, I thought we got over that. Thought we didn't go for it 4th down in the middle of the field anymore.
1-yard run. There's the kick by Will Ferrin. It bisects the uprights with 7:10 remaining in the opening quarter. And in this bowl game here in the Alamo Dome, it's the Cougars of BYU 7 and Colorado 0. We'll see if the Buffs can answer on the other side of a timeout. You're listening to Colorado Football from Muirfield.
'Tis the season for the race to the playoffs on NFL Sunday Ticket. Now for just $49, you can spend your holidays with the Bears and Texans and Falcons and Vikings. All in your living room. Well, not literally. It's a metaphor. Get NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV, now just $49. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. Current prorated price. New users only. Terms and embargoes apply. No cancellations. Content restrictions apply.
So, I got a DUI. Mom, Dad?
Why didn't you just call us for a ride?
Well, I didn't think I was gonna get caught. Yeah, my girlfriend, Rachel.
So, no more date nights?
This DUI cost me $10,000 and I can't drive. So, yeah. Yeah, you in the back.
Did you know I almost died when you hit me?
It's never worth it to drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Yeah, there are so many football games streaming this season. Can Xfinity Internet handle it?
Oh, we know the game is only live once, so we built a network with all-pro speeds and low lag so you don't miss a snap.
So I can yell, "He's open!" when he's actually open?
Yeah, but the quarterback still can't hear you.
Xfinity gives you a super fast connection to the game. Stream live sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed. Streaming content limited to the U.S.
Well, we got 7:10 to play in the opening quarter. BYU leading Colorado here in the 2024 Alamo Bowl in San Antonio. 7-0. Here's the drive information from BYU. 6 plays, 52 yards, 346. The time of possession, 7:10 to the first. The time of the score, 1-yard run by L.J. Martin. Extra point makes it 7-0. Let's quickly pause 10 seconds now for station identification on the Colorado Football Network.
Join me, Dusty Dvorak, and Danny Cannell Monday morning at 6 Eastern as we break down all the action from the weekend on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Again, Brigham Young, 7-0 over the Buffaloes. By the way, just went final back. Was that in Cincinnati or in Denver today? It was in Cincinnati on the road. The Broncos just fell in overtime at Cincinnati 30-24. And so right now in the Mile High City, we're on 630 KHAL as they finish up their post-game responsibilities. We'll be joined on 850 KOA as well. Gary, that drive by BYU. First off, you had the fourth down, which wasn't converted near midfield by Coach Prime of the Buffs. They get a short field, but the wheel route. How many times have we talked during the course of the last 7-8 games about how that has hurt Colorado consistently?
It has, and, it isolates linebackers, and linebackers get so concerned about the run. And, it's a hard route to cover in man coverage when you're putting the linebacker on that guy. And so we're going to see it a couple more times, Mark. This is a smart offense, and they've got us twice on it. They'll get us again.
Will Farron's going to kick off from right to left. Jimmy Horns, the deep man for the Buffaloes, over his head out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. And so here comes Shedeur Sanders and the Buffaloes. And you hear the BYU fans in the end zone as their coverage team went all the way down and started screaming and hollering at their fans, and they respond. Shedeur Sanders, 2 of 4, passing for 39 yards so far early in this ball game. In his career, 14,139 yards, 132 touchdowns, only 25 interceptions. That's 2 years at Jackson State, 2 years at Colorado. If he gets 2 touchdowns here today, he becomes the career touchdown passing leader in Colorado history, and he'll do it in 24 games. 1st and 10 from the 25. The Buffaloes moving from left to right here in quarter number 1, trailing by a touchdown. Shedeur's out of the shotgun. He takes the snaps, and a flag is down. A stoppage is play. And a procedure call coming against CU.
False start. Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Will Shepard, the grad transfer receiver. And Gary, you're a wide receiver. Look down the line of scrimmage and move, and the ball moves.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
Pretty simple.
All right.
Right now, we're playing like we're just going to throw our uniforms out there, and that should do it.
Playing like we've been off for a month. First down and 15 down for the 20-yard line. Shedeur with a slot either side. Ball right hash mark. Senior takes a snap. Waist high. Quick throw. Right side. LeJonte Wester. The throw was behind LeJonte. He had the reach back with the right hand along the numbers on the near side, and he gains back the penalty yardage. This is going to make it 2nd down and 10 now after the 5-yard pickup.
Well, 2 of the 3 passes that he's thrown, Mark, have not been on the numbers, have not been on the spot.
And that's not something he does.
No, he's usually very accurate.
Number 1 on FBS completion percentage. It's a school record this season, 74.2%.
Oh, we just moved again.
Again, a penalty on Colorado.
Harden.
False start. Offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Right now, to borrow a Coach Prime term, enough for that bull junk. 6:41 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 BYU. Now it's 2nd down and 15 for the 20-yard line. Come on, fellas. Grease the skids. Let's get this thing rolling. As Colorado trails by a touchdown here in San Antonio. The first-team All-American quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, stands out of the shotgun. He's communicating with the offensive front. The play clock is at 5 as he comes set. Takes the snap, drops, scans. Here comes pressure, hit at the knees, and he's sacked. Back inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Harrison Taggart, the transfer out of Oregon, with his first sack of the season. And that moves the Buffaloes all the way back to the 9-yard line. And it's 3rd down and 25. And Colorado's going the wrong way. They're going to end up in Austin if they keep backing up.
Boy, you know this was in us. We just haven't seen it.
Yep. 3rd down and 25. What do you call here? Dropping to the 2. Shedeur off to his right, swinging out of the backfield, and Travis touches it for the first time on the near sideline. Took a shot down low by Mark Collins. A very short gain of 2 to make it 4th down and 23. And now the Buffs' Mark Bassett, the 27-year-old Australian punter, is going to come out and boot this one away. And he better have a good one in him with 5:25 to play in the opening quarter. And the Buffaloes down 7-0. He needs to flip the field.
Well, that's going to have to take great coverage because this is a good return team.
They are outstanding this season. The return man for BYU stands at the minus 45, just off to a right. Bassett in the end zone, high snap, holds it down, puts the foot to it. It's not a great one. It's going to bounce. Kingston from the 46, straight ahead, inside Buff territory, inside the 45. He stutter steps and finally is twisted down at the 40-yard line. So not a great punt, and then not great coverage. That's a 15-yard return. And now BYU has a short field once again. First down and 10 from the Buffalo's 41-yard line. Timeout here in San Antonio. 4:48 to play, opening quarter. 7-0 Cougars with the football on the other side of a break. You're listening to Colorado Football from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Colorado football lives here.
He got hit and sacked at the 29-yard line.
This is Colorado football from Learfield.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. Choose joy. Choose the road. Choose your shot. Take it. Choose to get in there. Choose your calling. Choose your path. Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. You know who you are. Mazda. Move and be moved.
I wake up.
'Tis the season for the race to the playoffs on NFL Sunday Ticket. Now for just $49, you can spend your holidays with the Bears and Texans and Falcons and Vikings, all in your living room. Well, not literally. It's a metaphor. Get NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV, now just $49. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. Current prorated price. New users only. Terms and embargoes apply. No cancellations. Content restrictions apply.
The University of Colorado football is brought to us by Elevation's Credit Union. Hey, Buffs fans, carry that CU pride with you with the Go Buffs Visa Signature Card, only at Elevation's Credit Union. Get up to 3% cash back on CU tickets and merch. Plus, every purchase supports CU student-athletes. Visit buffscreditcard.com to see full details. We got 4:48 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 BYU looking at a short field. They have it 1st and 10 for the Buffs 41-yard line. Down to the sideline we go, and Bobby Passavento.
Yeah, Mark, after two not very good drives to start this game offensively, there is a good amount of frustration down here on the sideline amongst this team not getting out to a quick start. Coaching staff's got them round up here going through the last drive. Let's see if when they get it back on offense, how they bounce back. But definitely some frustration out of this leadership right now.
All right, Bobby, thank you. Right now, the total yardage, not only is it 7-0 in the ball game, 68 yards for BYU, 39 passing, 29 to the ground. The Buffaloes have 15 yards of offense in 2 possessions. 1st and 10 for the Colorado 41-yard line. Moving right to left is BYU. Ball between the hashes. Retzloff's out of the shotgun. He's got a running back off his left hip. Waist-high snap. Backpedal. Scans his secondary. Rears back. Going for the home run. Throwing into double coverage. Out there is Shiloh Sanders. And he dives for the ball and can't come up with it. Shiloh went for the interception up over the top of Keelan Marion. Down inside the 5-yard line. It's incomplete.
Well, Buffs had great pressure that time on Retzloff and almost got him. B.J. Green was right there, made a hit on him, and I think it affected the ball. But Shiloh made a good try at that. But
yeah, we had Stoudemire and Sanders, who's on the backside in a bracket coverage at Tom on Marion. So now 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Slot either side. Retzloff's out of the shotgun. He's got a running back. That's Martin off his left hip. Takes his snap. Hands off to number 27. Bounces right side. Steps out of a tackle. Took a shot that time by Shiloh Sanders. And eventually Tajay McCoy was here to finish up the deal and bring him down. A gain of 5 yards in the play. That'll make it 3rd down and 5 now for the Cougars from the Colorado 36.
Yeah, they're dropping Tajay out of the front, Mark, and playing him as a linebacker. that time and brought him from the right side over to the left side, and he was able to bounce out and make that tackle.
4 minutes and 9 seconds to play, opening quarter, 7-0 BYU. 3rd down and 5 from the 36.
Probably 4-down territory.
Yeah, Cougars one of 2 early in this one on 3rd downs. Motion man through the backfield. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. He takes the mask high snap. Backpedals. Here comes pressure. Throws it right side. Grab is made. Reaching up. Marion on the far side. Outside the numbers. Around the 30. Turns upfield. And he's escorted out of bounds by Carter Stoutmeyer at the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 7. And it's a 1st down for BYU.
Well, you can tell that this team doesn't give up any sacks. They've only had 16 for the entire year. They had great protection that time. Plenty of time for Retzloff to make that throw.
And Colorado, of course, led the Big 12 in sacks this season with 37 defensively. 1st down and 10 now for the Buffaloes. 29-yard line, 7-0 BYU. Ball right hash mark. Motion man through the backfield. They're going to hand it off on a jet sweep running to the near side, and a quick throw and a trick play. Downfield off the hands of Tasse, the tight end. They hand it off to Kingston, and Matava Tasse was smack wide open along the numbers on the near side, and it bounced straight off his stone hands. That was a touchdown right there. The Buffs get a break.
Tasse, a transfer from Southern Utah, one of the 30 transfers they have, although almost all of them from Weber State, Utah State, and Southern Utah.
3:13 to play, opening quarter. 7-0 BYU. The Buffs dodge a bullet. BYU now with a 2nd down and 10 for the 29-yard line. Ball right hash mark, moving from right to left here in quarter number 1. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. He's got a slot either side. One running back off the left hip. Chest high snap. It's a quarterback draw. He got grabbed. He got taken down by Chidozie Nwankwo. There was a quarterback draw. It's a tackle for a loss.
He dropped that ball too, Mark. He fell on it, but Nwankwo knocked that ball loose.
3rd down and 13 after the 4-yard loss.
Pretty big down here.
Yep, 3rd and 13 from the 33-yard line. Can Colorado force a 4th down? Retzloff comes up to the line of scrimmage, communicating protections for the Cougars as he looks across at the 4-man defensive front. He comes set out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. He backpedals. He rolls to his right. He rifles it downfield, and it's high and incomplete on a crossing pattern intended for Parker Kingston on the far side. And that'll make it 4th down and 13.
You know, he's only a 58% completion quarterback. And, you know, watching film on these guys, he misses some guys. He missed him right there.
Gary Will Farron's going to come out for a long field goal. This one being spotted at the 41-yard line, a 51-yard attempt. He's got a 54-yarder this season. It's 7-0. The Cougars try to tack on. Snap, swings the right leg. Kick is up. It is on its way, and it is good. And BYU takes advantage of the short field. The Buffs keep them out of the end zone, but a 51-yard field goal by Will Farron with 2:19 to play in the opening quarter. And here in the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio, the Cougars have got a 10-0 lead over the Colorado Buffaloes early.
Well, Farron is a Boise State transfer, Mark, and he's 21 for 24 going into this game. Now he's 22 for 25. That's a pretty good percentage.
Yep, he was first team all Big 12 this season. Outstanding kicker for BYU. And Colorado right now has got a little bit of a holiday hangover. 7 plays, only 8 yards on that drive. 2:29 the time of possession. We've got 2:19 remaining in this opening quarter. And the Buffaloes have had some penalties at inopportune times. Shedeur Sanders has not been sharp with a football. They've also not converted a 4th down. And right now they find themselves down 10-0. So BYU, Farron to kick off, and it's an onside kick. Ball knocked around. There's a pile up. And does BYU have it? They say they do, and so do the officials. It looked like Parker Kingston might have come up with the football. as Will Farron, with an unexpected onside kick, gives BYU the football up near midfield once again. They'll have it first down and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Well, you're seeing one team really excited about playing this football game, and a team that probably feels disrespected going in. All the awards and accolades going to the Colorado players. Colorado players are looking and reading those accolades, forgot to show up for the game right now. So maybe this gets their attention.
Actually, number 26, Slade, is the one that came up with it. He and Stoutmeyer were battling for it on the way down, but a beautiful kick by Farron on that onside. Also, Ben Finiseth was in there as well. So now it's first down and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Retzloff the snap, inside handoff to Martin. He breaks up inside, steps out of a couple of tackles. Another tackle as he works his way in between the hashes. Penetrates inside Colorado territory down to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 8 on first down. There's 2 or 3 Buffaloes in on that tackle, but Shiloh Sanders put the knock on that finally brought Martin down. Second down and 2. Clock running, 1:47 and counting here in the opening quarter. Baylor, I beg your pardon, BYU. Just saw the scoreboard about Baylor coming up. BYU's got a 10-0 lead. Inside handoff to Moore. And he runs hard in between the hashes, and down he goes to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 5. And Carter Stoutmeyer was there in the tackle. That's a first down for BYU inside bus territory.
This hasn't been a great quarter for us.
No.
Hope we can get this thing over with.
Well, yeah, let's get on to the second quarter.
Yeah, no kidding.
Must be something wrong with this end of the field, Gary. It's not very good down there. 70 seconds remaining in this opening frame. 10-0 BYU. Cougars have it first down and 10 now for the Buffalo 41-yard line. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. He's got a tight end either side. Takes the snap high, sticks it to kind of his running back Moa, cuts out to his left. He's dragging a defender forward. Tawfiq Thomas had a hold of the jersey, and he slows him up enough to be hauled down with some help from his teammates. That's a gain of 3, and it's second down and 7 now for BYU from the Buffalo 38-yard line.
We're getting worked over a little bit on our right side. BJ Green being handled. Stoudemire kicked out.
Total yardage right now, 93-15.
Yeah, they're really going after our right side.
Second down and 7. This will be the final play of the first quarter. Buffs trailing 10-0. Retzloff's out of the shotgun. He hands off.
Bohannon
sets to throw. Bohannon, he's going to rifle this one downfield. And it is picked off at the 5. Here comes Colorado, returning it across the 25. And out comes DJ McKinney. His third interception. Sometimes you can get too cute. And BYU just did a little trickeration. And an interception thrown by the Cougars, and Colorado with a 32-yard return. And the Buffs, with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 1, trail 10-0, but have got the football back.
Well, we've seen it all. We've seen 2-wheel routes. We've seen a sweep pass. We've seen a double pass. We've seen just an onside kick. Guys are pulling it all out.
All we need now is the fumble Ruski and the Statue of Liberty when we've hit to the cycle here today. All right, first down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Shadur Sanders is back in the field. Shadur so far 3 of 7 passing for 45 yards. He's got trips to the right. Well, Pat Shurmur called for the home run play. Now gives this one off out of the backfield. Augusta runs to the far side. Down the sideline, he steps out of a tackle and eventually is driven out by Isaiah Glasker. He caught the corner, no containment by BYU.
That is the end of the first quarter.
And he stepped out of bounds after what looked like some further yardage. A 3-yard gain. End of quarter number 1. One the Buffaloes would like to forget about. They trailed 10-0 to BYU, but after the interception, they've got the football when we come back here in San Antonio. You're listening to Colorado Football from Fairfield.
With less than a minute till halftime.
Arnie, please put your phone down. You're missing your own kid's football game.
I know, hun, but a branch is blowing in front of the DIY video camera I set up, and I keep getting annoying alerts.
The biggest fumble was not getting a local security pro to install Alarm.com.
Alarm.com? How would that help?
The Bensons have it. Their cameras filter out false alerts, but also detect trespassers and scare them away before they even get close to the house.
How?
Flashing lights, whistles. The camera even gives verbal warnings like, hey, you in the black jacket, in the driveway. This is private property. Leave now.
Wow.
Best of all, the Benson's alarm.com system is professionally monitored, so they don't have to call for help in an emergency.
Huh. I really could put my phone away.
Yes!
Touchdown!
Let's get an alarm.com system before the team goes to states.
Alarm.com, your home field advantage. Visit alarm.com to find an authorized service provider near you.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. You can choose to get out there. Choose your people. You could choose to go for it. No, like really go for it.
Fourth down, 28-yard line.
Just choose to do something that moves you. Mazda crafts cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. Mazda, move and be moved.
Join me, Dusty Dvorak, and Danny Cannell Monday morning at 6 Eastern as we break down all the action from the weekend on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Antonio, Texas. Bobby Pesavento down on the sidelines. Start of the second quarter, where our Buffaloes trail BYU 10-0. After this last turnover, big turnover, the Buffs have it 2nd down and 7. Send it back up to the booth to Coach and Mark. Coach, give us an idea of what BYU's doing defensively to slow us down so far.
Well, Bobby, they're playing a two-deep secondary, and what that does, it leaves 6 guys in the box, and that means if you run the ball, you can hurt them. If you can't run against a 6-man box, then you have to try to throw, and they have more guys in coverage than we have receivers. So it's a defense that forces you to try to run the ball, and if you can't, they win. And so it's they're in a lot of it right now. They're good enough in the secondary. They picked it off 20 times this year. They're good enough to sit back and make you throw the football if you can't run it. And we've got to find a way to run it. You saw us run it on the last play for a couple yards, but we've got to find a way to run it to beat this defense.
By the way, a couple of score updates. The Broncos fall at Cincinnati in overtime, 30-24. Also, that was the Snoop Bowl, was it not, that CSU was in? They just got rolled by Miami of Ohio, 43-17. The Rams fall in the Snoop Bowl. What do you think the gift bag was like in that one? Holy cow.
Well, it was in a bag.
Although you're traveling back to Colorado, so you're probably fine in that regard, right? Well, Gary, what BYU is saying, we know you can throw it. We're not going to let you throw it. If you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us doing something you haven't done all season long. In the month of November, Colorado only averaged 50 yards rushing per game. Buffs have got it, now moving right to left here in quarter number 2. They trail 10-0. 2nd down and 7 for the 33. Shadur, play action, sets to throw, going for the home run. He's throwing it in double coverage. Well, Shepard is out there, pass incomplete. He was covered by Maury Bamba down the right side.
Well, that's what cover 2 does, Mark. If you run the deep route, you've got the corner underneath and you've got the safety over the top, and that's was exactly the way BYU played it. And you're taking a chance when you do it. You're just hoping you can make a play on a 50-50 ball.
Now Colorado's looking at a 3rd down and 7. Just underway here in the second quarter, 10-0 BYU. They're on their own 33-yard line. They are 0 of 2 on 3rd downs in the game. Shadur Sanders right now is 3 of 8 passing. Ball left hash mark. Snap to Shadur. Drops. Steps up in the pocket. He's got all kinds of room to run. Running to the 40. There's a flag down the far side. Out of bounds to the 45. On the near sideline. He was run out. Bibamoni. And there's a flag down. It's a procedure called against Colorado.
A receiver.
Legal formation. Offense. 5 or more players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty.
So that means one of the tackles was lined up too deep, Mark.
Yep.
I didn't see the replay to be able to tell you who it was. But,
holy cow, fellas.
That's a lineman's way out. Line judge's way out. You know the guy that always calls 3 seconds in the lane?
Same thing with that guy?
Same thing.
All right.
This guy,
All right.
This is your way out.
3rd down and 12 now with a penalty. So wipe off the 1st down on the scramble, that time by Shadur Sanders. Coach Prime pacing up and down the sidelines. Buffs were last in the Big 12 in yards penalty for ball game. 3rd down and 12 for the 28. Shadur steps out of the pocket, throws it to Travis. Caught on the hash mark, cuts off to his left. Here goes the Heisman winner, 45, down the sideline, 25-20. left sideline to gain of 58 yards.
Well, Buffs did a good job of picking up a blitz that time, Mark. Gave Shadur a chance to step up and make that throw.
Shadur snap, swinging out of the backfield, caught by LeJohntay Wester on the right side. He made the grab of the nickel back. Jacob Robinson holds him down on a quick snap by Colorado. Now they got it second down and 10 yards to go from the 14.
Well, one of the reasons BYU's defensive stats
Legal
are so
substitution.
good.
Defense. 11 players on the field at the time of the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
It also helps when you got 12 guys out there in defense.
That helps, but they are a really good tackling team,
Yes,
man.
they are.
They are really good.
All right, just inside 14 to play, so with the penalty, that'll move it down to the 9-yard line. Buffs have it first down and 5. Now from the BYU 9 after the 58-yard gain from Shadur Sanders to Travis Hunter. Shadur stands out of the shotgun. Late coming in is Traylon Miller. Out goes Augusta Van running back. And now the official runs in, and because the late offensive substitution will late a defensive switch as well, and slowly an defensive lineman runs in, slowly a defensive lineman runs out. Play clock is at 5, it's at 4, it's at 3. There's a snap by Shadur, fakes the handoff, cuts out to his left, looks now, runs to the near sideline, got grabbed and swung out of bounds at the 7-yard line, and making the tackle that time. Knifing off the far side was Isara, the middle linebacker, the backup there. That's a gain of 2 yards. How about the gamesmanship on that deal, huh?
Yeah, no kidding. But that's the way the rule's going to be.
Yep. They were trying to get them with a delay of game penalty, and Shadur was ready. The entire offense was ready. He got the snap off with about 3 seconds remaining.
Well, I tell you what, the guy sped up running off the field over there. He shouldn't have sped up. He should have just stayed slow, and they would have got the penalty on us.
10-0 BYU, second down and 3 from the 7-yard line inside BYU territory. Shadur with the snap, rolls the pocket to the right, looks, shovel pass caught by Traylon Miller, and BYU did an outstanding job picking that up. All first team Big 12 defensive lineman Tyler Batty read it. There's no gain on the play as he makes the tackle on Traylon Miller.
Well, I think Draylon is sort of scout Draylon for that play. That they've run it to him almost every time.
Yep.
As soon as he came running in, they alerted that defense for that shovel pass because they played it right on the line of scrimmage. They did not penetrate. They had it played perfectly.
Draylon out. Augusta Van at running back. 12-15 and counting here in the second. 10-0 BYU. Third down and 3 from the 7-yard line. Shadur's out of the shotgun. He's got trips to his left. That's where you find Travis Hunter. Snap. He's looking left. He pumps. He gets hit. He backpedals. He spins away from defender at the 25, all the way back to the 30, and took a shot by John Nelson and brought down from the 7 all the way back to the 32-yard line. A loss of yardage on the sack by BYU.
Yeah, Seaton got beat again on that, but he had help. There were some other guys that got loose.
Holy cow.
So now you got a long field goal.
My goodness.
Down on the inside the 10-yard line. And
that's a loss of 23 yards. That'll make it fourth down and 26. From the spot being put down for Alejandro Mata at the 38-yard line, kicking right to left between the hashes. Number 16 waits. Snap, put down. Kick is up. It is low. It is on its way, and it is no good. And the Buffs come up empty. 11-12 to play. As Matamatic cannot put that one through. He had hit 10 consecutive field goals before that miss here in San Antonio. Timeout on the field. I'm calling for a mulligan on the other side of this break. BYU has it, leading 10-0 over the Buffaloes. They've got the football as we come back here in San Antonio. You're listening to Colorado Football from their field.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame, you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This is your home for the Buffaloes.
And he runs it in for a touchdown!
The Buffalo Sports Network from Learfield.
Xfinity here.
How can we help?
Yeah, there are so many football games streaming this season. Can Xfinity Internet handle it?
Oh, we know the game is only live once, so we built a network with all-pro speeds and low lag so you don't miss a snap.
So I can yell, "He's open!" when he's actually open?
Yeah, but the quarterback still can't hear you.
Xfinity gives you a super fast connection to the game. Stream live sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. Actual speeds vary, not guaranteed. Streaming content limited to the U.S.
This track really hits.
Just wait. It gets better.
This weed is definitely making it better.
Yo.
Oh, we're getting pulled over. You can't tell we smoke, right?
Nah, you're good.
Sir, have you been smoking?
If you think others can't tell you've been smoking marijuana, think again. If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI.
University of Colorado football is brought to us by Denver Ford, a proud supporter of your Buffaloes. Your local Ford store is home to Ford trucks built better, built stronger, built Ford tough. 11-12 remaining in the second quarter. The Buffaloes trail BYU 10-0. Just missed on a field goal by Alejandro Mata after a 23-yard sack loss by Shedeur Sanders. And so BYU will take over now. Ball is spotted at the 30-yard line. They have had a short field with the exception of their opening possession in which they went 3 and out. Gary, they've had a short field or at least decent field goal position they got right here every single possession.
Yep. We've had an interception, a long throw, and
that's
no
about
points.
Yep.
No points to show for it.
Now, coming out of the timeout, BYU's got it once again. Retzloff's an interesting guy to me, Gary. I don't know if he throws the ball exceptionally well. You talked about his completion percentage a while ago. He certainly has got the ability to run. I guess the word that we've used in sports all these years, he's a gamer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a tough kid, Mark, and he's a leader, and that's why he's in that position, and he has a lot of respect.
1st and 10 for the 30-yard line, moving left to right. He looks across to the 3-man defensive run, runs the option on the left side. He's going to pitch to Marion.
Nobody on the edge.
He's got the edge, gets around Tajah McCoy, took a shot by Shiloh Sanders across the 40. A big collision between the running back, LJ Martin, and the safety, Shiloh Sanders. It's a gain of 11 and a first down for BYU.
Well, they got just what they want in that formation. They got man coverage and one edge player. Just went down, pitched off the edge player, blocked the linebacker, and there's nobody to take that pitch, man.
LJ Martin, he's a big man. He's 6'2", 225 solid pounds. He's a sophomore out of El Paso, Texas. First down and 10 now for the 41-yard line, moving left to right. One running back leaves the backfield in motion. Retzloff, a little screen caught over the middle. A beautiful job that time by the safety, Cameron Silman Craig. It hit the hands of the receiver, and he was taken down immediately by the safety for the Colorado Buffaloes.
Yeah, right now they're scheming us pretty well, Mark. We got them that time, but I'll tell you, they've had our number just with pure scheme.
2nd down and 11. Loss of about a half yard on that play. 10:08 to play, second quarter, 10-0 BYU. Buffs with a 4-man defensive front. Retzloff back split, one on either side, stands out of the shotgun. Snaps the ball, taken chest high, option to the right this time. Turns upfield, Moa. Took a shot along the numbers on the near side by Levante Bentley. He didn't go down. He spun off the defender, still on his feet, running at the 25, at the 20, down the sideline, run out of bounds by Travis Hunter. He spun over the top of Bentley, went down, and a heads-up play. Apparently, he never touched the turf, and he kept running for 45 yards. I'd love to get a look at that one. He went down. You're right. He almost cartwheeled over the top of Bentley and never did touch the turf. And nobody else came in to help seal the deal on the tackle by the Buffs linebacker.
The runner not being down is under video review.
He goes down as we get a look. Now does the backside touch?
His leg touches.
Did it touch?
Yeah.
I think this one's going to be down and virtually no gain to the player. Very short gain.
Yeah, his leg goes down.
But what a heads-up play down to the sideline. Bobby Passavento, how'd you see that play?
Yeah, Mark, standing right here along the sideline, he did. His backside did get down, bounce off the ground. I mean, good for him to get up and try to make something of it, but he was definitely down.
Yeah, his leg hit, his thigh hit his calf hit the ground.
All right, so they'll take a look at
standing behind that one, too.
All right.
Yeah. I'll go down personally and object.
Kyle Olson's the referee in this SEC crew. I can't wait to call that play. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Barnett is going out of his mind on the field. He's not even coaching the team. We've got a timeout in the field. We'll take it during this review. 9:43 to play in the second quarter. BYU has a 10-0 lead over the Buffaloes. Back in a moment. You're listening to Colorado Football from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The Buffs are going bowling. Celebrate all across the Mile High State with blackjack, pizza, and salads. The GOAT of game day deliciousness and the official pizza of the Colorado Buffaloes. For over 40 years, Blackjack's had your game day grub covered with perfect pies, crisp, fresh salads, and the meltiest cheese bread ever, even desserts. Order today, online, on the app, or at one of our 42 locations across Colorado. Postseason is pizza season. Let's go Buffs. Blackjack, pizza, and salads.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Back here in San Antonio, Buffaloes trailing 10-0, 9:43 to play. And BYU now looking
third down.
At a third down at 7. So Kyle Olson, our SEC referee here today, during the commercial break came out and said during the review that when the running back Moa went head over tea kettle, essentially, his helmet actually touched the ground. So remember the old John Madden line, 1 knee equals 2 feet? Apparently 1 head equals 2 feet as well. So the ball carrier was down on the tackle by Lavonte Bentley, which means it's third down and 7 now for BYU from their own 44-yard line. Moving from left to right here, 9:43 to play in the second quarter. 10-0 lead. The Buffs have missed a long field goal of 46 yards by Alejandro Mata. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. Ball right hash mark. He's got trips to the boundary side right. The sophomore, make a junior quarterback. Takes the snap, chest high, backpedal, scanning, slant over the middle. Catch is made, running upfield. First down along the hash on the near side. And all the way down to the 35-yard line goes Reiner Swanson. That's a gain of 20. Sanders and Silman Craig collaborating on the tackle, but just a simple slant to the tight end on the left side and a first down.
Yeah, they ran the one receiver out and created a big seam in there for that big tight end to run a slant route. There was no one underneath that coverage, and so underneath that route, so it was an easy throw and catch for Retzloff.
127 yards of total offense, 64-63 split for BYU. First and 10 now for the about 36-yard line. Handoff, Martin from behind, chased down, and the Buffs do a nice job defensively on that one. Lavonte Bentley is there on the tackle, and there is no gain. And now we've got a skirmish on the Buffs sideline. Travis Hunter got tangled up down there as he was run on a bounce with JoJo Phillips, the receiver for BYU. And they started really going at it, and they were split up by some of the assistant coaches and staff on the Colorado sideline just below us. 8:41 remaining. I'm assuming there was a flag throw. They were way off the playing surface. How about here at the Alamo Dome, there must be about 10 yards off the sideline, and they were way up almost near the stands.
Foul, blocking out of bounds, defense, number 12. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So Travis Hunter with the penalty, and I think that might be some frustration right there, Gary.
Yeah, probably so. Well, I think those corners are working him over pretty well. They're trying to see if he's really a Heisman guy, and the receivers as well. So, he's got a big bullseye on his chest, so
he's had one for the last 2 years, but you put the Heisman alongside your name, all of a sudden it becomes that much bigger.
Yep, so he's just got to handle it.
8:35 to play in the second quarter, 10-0 BYU. Now they've got much better field position. First down and 10 now for the Colorado 21-yard line. Moving left to right here in San Antonio. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. He's going to send L.J. Martin to inside the trips to the left. Now he moves in motion. Snap. Running the option. A shovel. It's deflected and intercepted by a defensive lineman. And working his way forward for the Colorado Buffaloes. And down. And here comes flags all over the place.
And Quinn Barnes.
Off a shovel, got deflected off the receiver, and the big defensive tackle comes up with a dream, a holiday dream. He's got an interception. Holy cow.
Colorado.
You've got to be kidding me. This is one of the strangest games you've ever seen. It was a nifty little diagram play, Gary.
Well, he wanted to run the option.
Yep.
And so we had it covered. And so his second part of that play is to go ahead and run the shovel. And, Barnes had blown that up pretty well. And Quinn had. So it just bounced right into him.
Well, the Alabama transfer at 6'5", 315. He's a junior. Going to remember this one. All right. It remains 10-0. 2 turnovers by BYU in this ball game. 2 interceptions. 8:11 to play in the second. 10-0 BYU. Sanders turns on the snap, and he hands off, and Colorado runs it up inside, and there's not much going there. Augustov is the man on the ball carry, and he finds very little up inside. It was Tyler Batty and Isaiah Glasker. They're collaborating on a stop. It's a gain of 2, and it's 2nd down and 8 now for Colorado. Inside 8 to play in the first half.
Well, we're trying to run it, but we're just not making any hay.
2nd down and 8 for the 31.
Every snap they're in cover 2.
Boy, the Buffs
6 guys in the box.
Some points before we get to halftime. They've got 7.5 to play. Pistol formation. Now we got a stoppage of play and markers down.
I think that's on the center. Of course, we're pointing to the other team.
Right.
Discerning signals, I'm sure.
Yeah. Here comes the call.
False start. Offense, number 52. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That's Cash Cleveland. By the way, Carter Stoutmeyer along the sideline is limping now with his helmet off, and the medical staff is attending to him. 7:29 remaining first half. 10-0 BYU. Here in the Alamo Bowl. The Buffaloes, after the penalty, have it 2nd down and 13 now. From their own 26-yard line. Out of the pistol formation. Shador turns, hands off Augusta, bounces right side, tries to turn upfield, got the edge across the 30, and gang tackled by the Cougars out of bounds up near the 32-yard line. Well, positive pickup there of 6 yards, rushing the football. Tanner Wall, the safety, into the tackle, Gary.
Yeah, he made Tanner Wall miss. Tanner was right there to make that tackle because they have an extra guy on the run, and they run it out there, and he did make him miss and picked up some yardage.
Buffalo's 1 of 4 on 3rd downs. They're facing a 3rd down and 7 now from the 32-yard line. 7 minutes to play in quarter number 2 with BYU on top 10-0. Shadur's out of the shotgun. He takes the snap. Here comes pressure. Turns away from it. Got grabbed and sacked. Ball comes loose. It's loose on the far side. And Colorado's got it. BYU jumped on it. It squirted out. And the Buffs recovered at the 24-yard line. But this will just make it a 4th down and long situation. Colorado will have to punt this one away.
Well, they just brought the safety, Mark, right up the chute.
Rayler Mamouni.
Nobody picked him up.
Yep, the safety.
He's actually hot off of that guy. He's got a seam.
Augusta recovered. Mooney came untouched out of the secondary, put the pressure on Shedeur Sanders. He slammed him down. The ball popped loose, and now here comes
Rolling on
Mark
the field.
Bassett.
It's a fumble recovered by the offense. It's 4th down.
6:11 to play in the second quarter. Make this holiday nightmare end.
Yeah, Mark, we're getting out-schemed. We're out-schemed on both sides of the ball right now, and we've got to figure out what they're doing, and then we've got to react and handle it. But right now, they've got an extra guy on defense, and they seem to have an extra guy on offense.
Rolling on the field, the quarterback not being down is under video review.
Well, they're going to look at it. The calf was down. The question is, did the pole come loose? We're getting a look at the monitor here in our booth. Was the calf down and then the ball came loose, or was the ball on the way out when the calf went down? And so that's what they're looking right now.
Well, it would be an incomplete pass.
Yep.
Although it was a lateral almost.
So they're going to take a look at this. Now with 5:57 to play in the second quarter, BYU's on top 10-0 over the Buffaloes. Total yardage 127 yards for BYU. Almost a perfect split. 64 passing, 63 rushing. For Colorado, the Buffaloes have 55 yards of offense, minus 13 rushing in this game.
Well, it could be worse than 10.
Oh, yes.
Very easy.
BYU's throwing 2 picks in this game.
With the way we've handled everything so far.
So, again, our SEC referee and crew will take a look at this. Kyle Olson. You care to take a guess at this one, Gary?
I think they're going to call him down, and so we'll have to punt from further back.
The Buffs looking for their first 10-win season since 2016. Here comes the referee.
After video review, the runner was down prior to losing possession of the ball at the 16-yard line. It'd be 4th down at that spot.
Well, so all they're going to do is move it from the 24, so it's minus 8 yards here.
Yeah.
They'll move it back.
Minus 8, though.
Yep.
That's 8 we don't have.
Down to the sideline we go, and Bobby Passavano.
Yeah, Mark, second what Coach said, I mean, they're just completely out-scheming us. I'd like to think on that 3rd down play, they brought an extra guy. That's got to be Shedeur's responsibility to see that pressure coming and have a hot option to get that ball out of his hands.
Right.
Yeah, he just walked the safety down and brought him, and they ran the end outside, and he ran right through the B gap and was unabated. And that's got to be Shedeur's.
Gary, for explanation for fans out there, when your coaches talk about A gaps and B gaps, explain that so people understand.
Yeah, so A gaps between the center and the guard, B gaps between the guard and the tackle, C gaps outside the tackle between the tackle and the tight end. And so, our left tackle separated, went out and blocked the guy outside of him. Our left guard blocked down, and they brought the safety right there in that gap.
Yeah,
there was nobody to pick him up. So when they bring more guys than you have to block with, the quarterback has to account for that. And that means he's got to throw hot. He's got to throw to somebody.
Throw to where the defender vacated.
And the receivers are reading that. So there's a hot receiver on every play, and he's got to get to him. He just didn't see him. He came late, and I could see why. He disguised it pretty well.
Mark Bassett is back to punt for the second time in this game. Did not have a good effort the first time. He stands inside the 2-yard line off to a right, inside 6 to play, quarter number 2, 10-0 BYU. Snap, waste time. Bassett puts the foot to him, a little bit better effort. Backspin, drifting back to the hash mark, taken, running straight ahead along the hash to the 50 to the 45, cut off to the left to the 35, and there he goes to the end zone, 15-10, 5 touchdown. A return by Parker Kingston, his second punt return for a touchdown. The first was of 90 earlier this season, this one of 64, and it just went from bad to worse as BYU has stretched their lead over the Buffaloes to 16-0 here in San Antonio at the Alamo Bowl.
Well, as we said in the opening, that special teams were a problem, and that's when you have a layoff like this. You don't practice special teams live, and that's what happens. And you don't tackle well, and you don't do special teams well. after a layoff unless you really concentrate on it and work on it.
Extra point by Farron is up and good, and that makes it 17-0. BYU with 5:32 to play in quarter number 2. A 1-yard run for the first touchdown of this ball game by Martin. A 51-yard field goal by Farron, and then Kingston with a 64-yard punt return. 17-0. Colorado has been outclassed in this first half of football here in San Antonio.
We haven't even been close.
Nope. And this is with the Buffs intercepting 2 passes in this ball game.
Right. Well,
yeah, the onside kick as well, to throw that into the mix here as well. That BY executed beautifully.
very motivated team over there in white jerseys.
All right, Farron is going to kick off from left to right, deep in the end zone. This time, Jimmy Horn goes about 6 yards deep. He's going to drift to his right, take it from the goal line to the far side, cuts left to the 5, to the 10, upfield, cuts off to his left, runs right into the waiting arms on special teams. Number 24, Alexander Theron, was there making the tackle. He went deep, and you could just tell he was going to return no matter what. But a great open field tackle on special teams. Now the Bucks will take over. 5:26 to play in the second quarter. 17-0 BYU. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Now for Colorado. Shedeur Sanders, 6 of 8 for 68 yards. He has not thrown a touchdown. He has not thrown a pick. The Buffaloes have minus 21 rushing yards in the game. Shedeur's out of the shotgun. Ball left hash mark, moving right to left here in the second. Trips to the open side right. Snap. The senior drops, scans, pumps, runs. Now directs traffic as he runs downfield. Outside the numbers, he slides out across the 32-yard line. Took a shot as he went down. That's an 11-yard scramble that time by the quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. Tyler Batty got there and eventually made the tackle.
He got a great block on the sideline by Dreon Miller. Just gave him that extra yards he needed for a first down, but good job by the freshman. He's really a heads-up player for a guy that's we didn't even know much about when he got here.
First down at 10 from the 31-yard line after the 11-yard scramble. Same formation, trips to the open side right and a slot to the boundary left. Shedeur stands empty. Pointing out protections, looking across at a three-man defensive front. He takes the snap. He backpedals. He scans. He swings it right side. Catch is made by LaJonte Wester in the flat on the far side. And he got hammered by Jacob Robinson.
Mark, you cannot throw those routes into a cover 2 defense. They're just sitting there waiting for you. They're very disciplined.
Gain of 2.
They stay in their zones. You're just not going to make any yards on those pass plays.
He's a senior out of Orem, Utah. And the Buffaloes now look at his second down and 8 from the 33-yard line. Trips this time to the open side left. Shedeur Sanders. BYU showing blitz. Now they drop back. Shedeur sets to run. He tries to split 2 defenders, and they collapse immediately and make the tackle. A gain of 1 yard, and making the stop was John Nelson.
Now that time they played man under 2 deep, and in that there's nobody assigned to the quarterback, but we didn't block. They only brought 3, but we didn't block 2 of those. And Shedeur just ran right, but tried to run between them and couldn't. There's nowhere to go.
Third down and 7. The Buffaloes are 1 of 5 on third downs. They go empty once again on third down and long from the 34. Shedeur takes the snap. Backpedals, scans, steps up in the pocket. He's spinning around, running to the near side, looking downfield, sets his feet, throws it down there, and Travis dives at the 45 and can't come up with it. Incomplete pass. Fourth down and 7. Bucks will have to punt it away with 3:16 to play in the second quarter, trailing 17-0.
Boy, Shedeur took a shot that time. It was a clean shot, but he took it, man. Yep. I mean, he's got no chance right now.
Man, oh man, oh man. It looks like there's 22 guys in white jerseys on defense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and only 7 or 8 on black.
I know.
It's not a good number.
4th down and 7. Kingston just had the 64-yard punt return. Bassett set the punt. High snap, holds it down, puts the right foot to it.
Just like the other one.
Drifting forward, he makes the grab, stutter step, runs up inside, cuts off to his right, and an open field tackle made. There is a flag on the play, and making the stop for Colorado was Murphy. Malachi Murphy, backup safety for the Buffaloes. 11 yards on the return. Let's see what the marker is all about. 3:05 to play in the second quarter. 17-0 BYU here in San Antonio. Here comes the call.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 48. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's Schoonover. One of the special team standouts for BYU.
Mark, we have 70 yards passing.
Yes, -9 rushing right now.
Now, understand, they only give up 180. So they're right on schedule, doing to us what they've done to everybody else. So this shouldn't surprise us. We've just been a lot better in these situations. But it's pretty simple, though. This is about as simple as they can get. They play a 2-deep coverage, play zone, you got to run the ball. If we cannot run it, they have the advantage, and that's what we're running into right now.
BYU football leading 17-0, 3:05 to play in the second quarter. 1st and 10 with the 24-yard line. Retzloff sticks it into gut of the running back. He pulls it out and runs straight ahead. There's Samuel Okunlola. Number 93 was on the tackle for the Buffaloes. It's a short gain of 3. That'll make it 2nd down and 7. 2:45 and count. What a dismal half of football it's been for Colorado.
You think we miss Nikai?
I think we do.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
2nd down and 7. Snap taken by Retzloff. There is a flag in the play. Free play. He's going to whip this one down the right side. He goes for Chase down there. Running stride for stride. It is intercepted by Shadur Sanders. A stop and goes. He runs to the far side. Gets a block by Cameron Stillman-Craig. Runs back to the near side. Gets a block out there by Hood at the 40. Up the sideline. He looks like his dad. He's out of bounds up near midfield near the 50-yard line. Now the question is, was it a defensive penalty? Sione Moa was there on the tackle.
Looks like a defensive penalty.
Waiting on the call. And it looks like it's coming back.
Offside. Defense, number 35. In the neutral zone at the time of the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
B.J. Green. Lined up in the neutral zone. 2:17 remaining second quarter. 17-0 BYU. With the penalty now looking at a 2nd down and 2 from their own 32-yard line, moving left to right.
Did he line up or jump?
He said he lined up in the neutral zone.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he must.
The other end has got that responsibility. So, wait a minute. BJ's right here. Oh, he jumped.
Yeah, he jumped.
He jumped.
There's his snap. And a handoff and a run straight ahead and a 1st down between the hashes across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 1st down on a running play by BYU. Shane Coates.
That is the 2-minute timeout.
Was on the tackle. L.J. Martin was on the carry. That brings us to the 2-minute timeout. Here in the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio, Texas. It has been all Cougars in the first half. They lead at 17-0. They've got the ball on the other side of this break. You're listening to Colorado Football from Hereford.
Sling has the sports you can't miss and will reward you for watching. Every time you watch is another chance to win cash and prizes. Plus, only Sling lets you choose and customize your channel lineup, starting at just $40 a month. At that price, there's no such thing as an off-season. Catch all your favorite sports. Go to sling.com to customize your channel lineup and start earning rewards just for watching. Sling lets you do that. Restrictions apply.
'Tis the season for the race to the playoffs on NFL Sunday Ticket. Now for just $49, you can spend your holidays with the Bears and Texans and Falcons and Vikings, all in your living room. Well, not literally. It's a metaphor. Get NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV, now just $49. Sign up at youtube.com/NFLST. Current prorated price. New users only. Terms and embargoes apply. No cancellations. Content restrictions apply.
You can just move through life, or you can find the things that move you. It's your choice. Choose joy. Choose the road. Choose your shot. Take it. Choose to get in there. Choose your calling. Choose your path. Just choose. We craft cars for those who choose to do more than simply move. You know who you are. Mazda. Move and be moved.
I wake up.
University of Colorado football is brought to us by Denver Ford, a proud supporter of the Buffaloes Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 47 years straight. That's because they're built for it tough. Coach Bobby and MJ back here in San Antonio. Folks, I wish I had a better story for you. It's not been a good half for Colorado. Buffaloes are down 17-0. We've got 2 minutes to play in quarter number 2. Way too many mistakes for the Buffaloes. Before we get back to action, let's pause 10 seconds now to allow our great affiliates across the beautiful state of Colorado a chance to identify themselves to the Colorado Football Network.
Join me, Danny Cannell, and Dusty Dvorak Monday morning at 6 Eastern as we break down all the action from the weekend on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Once again, total yardage, BYU 134 yards, 64 passing, 70 rushing. The Buffaloes have 61 yards of offense, 70 through the air. 58, by the way, on one pass play to Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter, -9 rushing in the game. BYU's got the football with 2 minutes to play here in the first half, leading 17-0, first down and 10 with the 36. Been a fun few days down here in San Antonio. Garrett, what did Santa get for you this year?
Well, he got a nice big massage chair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
right.
It's huge. It's got about 25 settings on it.
So by tomorrow afternoon,
I'm in it twice a day.
Gary will be comatose by about 3 tomorrow afternoon when he gets back home. Love it. All right, first down and 10 with the 36 for BYU out of the timeout. Moving from left to right, ball between the hashes. You got a wing to the right along with a slot. Retzloff's out of the shotgun. A 4-man defensive front for Colorado. High snap, hold down. Retzloff sets to throw, rifles it downfield, and the defender fell as the pass went to the right flat and chase intended for Roberts. Travis Hunter was there on the coverage. He lost his footing and went down. It's incomplete. Roberts slow to get up, helped by Coach Prime on the Buff sideline. And that'll make it second down and 10 now from the 36. Colorado has found no traction on offense.
No traction, Mark. Well, we got down to the, 7?
Yep. And then gave up a 23-yard sack.
23-yard sack.
And then missed a lengthy field goal of about 46 yards. First time in 11 attempts that Mata had missed. All right, here comes BYU. They break the huddle. There is 10 seconds in the play clock. Second down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. He's flanked to his right by a running back. Motion man through the backfield is Phillips. Snap to Retzloff. Drops. Time. Scans. Flush forward. Looks. Tucks. Runs. Took a shot that time of Samuel Okunlola. And he twisted him down between the hash and numbers on the near side. Brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a scramble gain of a yard, almost 2.
CU needs to think about using a timeout here.
Third down and 9. Clock continues to run.
Can't take them with you.
Nope. Might as well use them. Third down and 9 from the 37-yard line. 17-0 BYU. Moving left to right here in quarter number 2. Ball right hash mark. Retzloff takes the snap. Backpedals, pressure in his face. Throws it over the middle. Pass incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. Shiloh Sanders was on the coverage on the check down to Sione Moore.
They're going to call holding on Cameron Silman Craig, I think. He had the tight end man-to-man. Sort of grabbed him when he came out. Let's see if I'm right.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 21.
Oh, they got it on.
10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Well, You had one safety, Cameron Silman-Craig at the tight end. The other safety, Shiloh Sanders on the back, and he's the one that got called.
Yep. Could have called either one.
.69 seconds remaining in the first half.
Colton Hood in the game.
1st and 10 after the penalty. From now, the -47 for BYU as they move left to right. Retzlaff with an empty backfield now. Moa comes back and sets up off the left hip, takes a snap, drops, and a screen caught by the tight end. There goes Swanson on the far side. He got by Sanders, and then he's shoved out of bounds by Travis Hunter on the far side. A gain of 11. That's a first down for BYU. That stops the clock with 1:03 to play in the second quarter. And BYU already leading 17-0. Has it first down and 10. Now for the Buffaloes' 42-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Shiloh had a shot there. And
he kind of gave him a half effort. Setting. Throwing to the right was Retzlaff. I think that one was deflected. It was intended for Swanson, the tight end. Cameron Silman-Craig was on the coverage. It might have been deflected. It was a dying quail. It's incomplete with 58 seconds remaining. Second down and 10 now for the 42-yard line. At this point, just get out of here, trailing only by 17-0.
Yeah, no kidding. You get the ball at halftime anyway.
Yep.
We don't have to kick and cover it.
Nope. Second down and 10 for the 42. Inside Buffs territory. Ball left hash mark. Twins in a stack to the open side. Right high snap to Retzlaff. He holds it down. He sets. He looks to run. He got hit and he went down on a sack that time by Tajay McCoy. His 4th sack of the campaign. And holy cow, did Colorado need that one back at the 48-yard line.
Tajay, one of the few high school players that Coach Prime is playing with out of Oklahoma. He's been a really nice pass rushing addition.
So now it is 3rd down and 16, a loss of 6 yards with 27 seconds remaining. Clock is running. And now a timeout called by the BYU Cougars.
Timeout, BYU. They're first of the half. 30 seconds in length.
Gary, the head coach of BYU is Kalani Sitake. I know that you recruited him coming out of high school, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we talked. He was going to go to BYU, but yeah, I was recruiting. He's from Kirkwood High School in St. Louis, and I recruited a great player out of there, a tight end. Actually, we had 3 players at two other players from Colorado from Kirkwood High School, Jay Lewinberg and Michael Simmons.
Yep.
And Darren Drexler was the tight end that I recruited, and he and Kalani were teammates in high school. Coach Collier.
Yeah, he went to BYU as a fullback for BYU under legendary coach Lavelle Edwards. One of the great coaches of all time. He led them to the national championship in 1984. And that would have been 84, Gary. Who was the quarterback for them at 84?
That was Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon?
Yeah, they won the national championship that year, Mark.
That's right. Then he went to the NFL, and the Bears won the title.
They only had 202 yards of offense in that game.
Did they really?
Yeah, threw it 16 times, completed 6, 1 interception, and 202 yards, and won a national championship. Go figure.
That's old-time football right there, man. 24 seconds left in the first half. Buffs trailing 17-0. 3rd down and 16 for the 48. Retzlaff out of the shotgun. He's got trips to the right. A deep drop to the 40. Sets, throws it over the middle. Catch is made by the tight end, Tasse. Runs to the near side. Outside the numbers. Took a shot that time by Travis Hunter on 3rd down and 16. They're shy of the line to gain. It's a gain of 12. Colton Hood was there on the tackle as well.
Yeah, this is going to be a 54-yard field goal attempt.
That would match the season long by Will Farron, the redshirt junior kicker.
BYU, their second of the half.
22 for 25 in his career, or this year.
He was first team All Big 12.
Boise State transfer.
He was 2 of 3 of 50 yards or more. We've got 2 seconds remaining as the timeout has been called by BYU. 17-0 Cougars. A disastrous half by Colorado, despite the fact that BYU has turned it over twice in this game. So Farron will come out and give this one a kick. Ball is sitting on the near hash. He'll kick from left to right. It sits at the 36-yard line. The kneel down is going to be at the 44, so a 54-yard fielding attempt. Sam Vanderhaar, the punter, is the holder. From the near hash, right-footed kicker, kicking from left to right. This will bring us to the end of halftime. Right hand extended. Snap, put down, swing of the right leg. Kick is up. It is on its way. He's got the distance, and it is good. And at halftime here at the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio, BYU has dominated the Colorado Buffaloes 20-0 as the two teams head to the locker room.
Well, it's over.
The half is over.
The half is over.
Now the Buffs will go to the locker room and regroup.
And it's hard to believe that this team lost 2 games.
Right.
As well as they're playing against us. They're a solid football team.
1-yard field goal, a 54-yard field goal by BYU's Farron here in the first half. They've got a 1-yard touchdown by Martin and a 64-yard punt return by Kingston. And it has been all Cougars in the first 2 quarters of this football game here at the Alamo Dome. 20-0. The Buffs lead the Cougars. We'll see if Coach Prime and the Buffs, and they'll have the football to start the second half, can find some holiday magic here in the locker room in San Antonio for the second half of this football game. We'll take a timeout. The Audi Halftime Show comes your way next. This is Colorado football from Learfield.
There's no place like the road home. Anticipation in every mile with presents wrapped and bags packed. The joy of the journey and the glow of your destination in the headlights. There's no feeling like it. Pedal down, volume up. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer during the Season of Audi sales event.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Miracles live here.
The ball's in the air. Colorado scores. Colorado has won the game.
On the Buffalo Sports Network from Learfield.
At Fowler Automotive, we champion the same values that drive CU Athletics. Teamwork, integrity, and excellence. Serving Denver and Northern Colorado with 5 convenient locations. We offer a wide range of Jeep, Chevrolet, Honda, and Kia vehicles. As a preferred partner of CU Athletics, we support the Buffs both on and off the field. Just as the Buffs strive for greatness, we are committed to being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair in all our interactions. Fowler Automotive, united with CU Athletics in building a stronger Northern Colorado community. Go Buffs!
Why do we huddle? We huddle to communicate. We huddle to plan. And we huddle to inspire. Why do we huddle? Because we're at our best when we got our whole team around us. That's why we huddle.
With 99% nationwide coverage, get any Ford Moto G 5G, including Coach Primes and unlimited wireless for $100 at your local Boost retailer.
Restrictions apply. Not available online. Visit a participating Boost retailer for details.
This is the Buffs Halftime Show presented by Audi. Visit your local Denver area Audi dealers. Live from the Learfield Network studios, this is the College Scoreboard.
We're at the half of the Alamo Bowl. The Buffs trailing BYU 20-0. I'm Jet Ainsworth. Here's your college football scoreboard update. Most games are already in the books. There is one more to be played tonight, the Independence Bowl. 11-2 Army will take on Louisiana Tech in Shreveport tonight. Earlier today, Nebraska, they'll finish their season 7-6. They win the Pinstripe Bowl. They knock off Boston College 20-15. Also, TCU was a winner today.
Richardson comes in motion across the formation. 2 receivers to the right. Now Richardson comes back left, reverses field. They fake it to battle, throw it underneath the Richardson. First down to the 15, cuts it back at the 10. Penalty marker comes in, and he will score. J.P. Richardson scores from 20 yards out, but there is a penalty marker.
After further on-field discussion, the ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage. There is no foul for offensive pass interference. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Wow, big break there for the Horned Frogs.
Brian Estridge with the call from Learfield. TCU goes on to blow out Louisiana 34-3. UConn, they win their first bowl game in nearly 15 years. They beat North Carolina in the Fenway Bowl 27-14. 18th ranked Iowa State, they knocked off number 13 Miami today in the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Beck sneaks it off the right side, and no signal. There it is. Touchdown, Iowa State. Rocco Beck took it in from a yard out, and Iowa State ties it up and sends Kyle Conrady on to try to take the lead. Rocco Beck has done it again.
John Walters with the call from Learfield. Iowa State wins by a point, 42-41 over the U. Also, the other Miami of Ohio, they knock off Colorado State today. They blow them out, in fact, 43-17 the final in the Arizona Bowl. East Carolina, they beat NC State today, 26-21 in the Military Bowl. NC State, they'll finish their season under 500, 6-7, their final record. That is a look at the college football scoreboard update. More halftime coverage to come. I'm Jet Ainsworth. You're listening to Colorado football from Learfield.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame, you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
Colorado football lives here.
It's like trying to tackle an icicle out there
on the Buffalo Sports Network from Learfield.
If your day sounds like,
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame, you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
The Buffs are going bowling. Celebrate all across the Mile High State with blackjack, pizza, and salads. The GOAT of game day deliciousness and the official pizza of the Colorado Buffaloes. For over 40 years, Blackjack's had your game day grub covered with perfect pies, crisp, fresh salads, and the meltiest cheese bread ever, even desserts. Order today, online, on the app, or at one of our 42 locations across Colorado. Postseason is pizza season. Let's go Buffs. Blackjack, pizza, and salads.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Colorado. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Well, it is halftime here in San Antonio, Texas at the Valero Alamo Bowl, and it was all BYU in the first half of this game. Our halftime show presented by Audi. Visit your local Denver area Audi dealers. 20-0 BYU. Offensively, they got a 1-yard touchdown run of their second possession by their running back, L.J. Martin. They got 2 field goals, one of 51 yards, one of 54 yards. The second, as time expired at the end of the first half, by Will Farron. And then a 64-yard punt return by Kingston. Their outstanding return men. We talked about special teams off the top of this one and how lethal they could be. Colorado, despite all that, did force 2 turnovers. They had 2 interceptions in this game, nearly a third, but there was a defensive penalty which negated one of them. BYU did convert and surprise Colorado with an onside kick to get an extra possession. And again, it's 20-0 in favor of BYU at the half. Let's go ahead and run down the numbers, the team numbers. BYU with 154 total yards of offense, 86 passing, 66 on the ground. Colorado has a mere 61 yards of offense in this game, 70 through the air, -9 on the ground. So 33 snaps for 152 yards, 22 snaps for 61 for Colorado in the contest. From a penalty standpoint, BYU had some early penalty issues. They came in averaging 5 penalties for 40 yards. That's exactly what they have. The Buffaloes have 7 penalties for 50 yards. The time of possession is nearly even, 15.5 for BYU, 14.5 for Colorado. The third down conversions is 3 of 6 for BYU, 1 of 6 for Colorado. The Buffs 0 of 1 on 4th down attempts. They went for that at midfield, did not convert. Red zone chances. Colorado is 0 of 1. They had it deep inside BYU territory at the 7-yard line, and Shedeur Sanders surrendered a 23-yard sack. And so they got driven out and then missed a long field goal by Alejandro Mata. BYU is 1 of 1 in the red zone in scoring chances in this game. L.J. Martin leads the Cougars on the ground with 7 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Gustav's got 3 for 11 for Colorado. Jake Retzloff is 7 of 14 passing for 86 yards. He has 1 interception in the game. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders is 7 of 10 passing for 70 yards, has not thrown an interception, does not have a touchdown, and has been sacked 3 times in a contest. Receiving, Ryan Swanson, the tight end, has 2 catches for 30 yards. Travis Hunter has 2 for 60 for the Buffaloes. He's only touched the ball twice. One of them was a 58-yard reception that put the Buffs in the red zone, and ultimately, as we just mentioned, they did not score. From a defensive standpoint, Isaiah Glasser, the linebacker, unofficially has got 4 tackles. Defensive end Tyler Batty has 4 for BYU. For Colorado, Shiloh Sanders has been active. He's got 7 tackles. Cameron Stillman Craig has 3. Carter Stoutmeyer has 3. Carter was dinged up. He was limping on the sideline late in that half. Chidozie Nwankwo has got 3 as well. Colorado has got some work to do. They are down 20-0 here at the intermission of the 2024 Alamo Bowl here in San Antonio. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. We'll come back. Coach Gary Barnett will rejoin us on the other side, give us his thoughts before we get the second half underway. Colorado did win the opening coin toss, defer to the second half. They'll start the third quarter with the football. Again, BYU 20. Colorado nothing here at halftime of the Alamo Bowl in San Antonio. Back in a moment. This is Colorado football from Learfield.
If you know a guy named Chip and a girl named Ralphie, if your idea of fine dining is a tailgate, and if your blood runs black and gold, you know what it means to be a Buff. So bring some CU pride with you with the Go Buffs Visa Signature Card, only at Elevations Credit Union. Get up to 3% cash back on CU tickets and merch with select CU merchants. Plus, every purchase you make supports CU student athletes. Wherever you go Buffs! Visit BuffsCreditCard.com to apply and see full card benefits and details.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Fight CU. This is Colorado football from Learfield.
Hey everyone, Hazel Miller here from my favorite liquor store, Hazel's Beverage World. Hazel's has the largest selection, lowest prices, and most knowledgeable folks you can find. Located at 28th and Pearl, Hazel's is just a few minutes from Folsom Field. Fly by Hazel's for beer, wine, and spirits, and more. Go Buffs!
See you all in Hazel's Beverage World before or after the
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
Holy cow. Well, we continue at halftime here in San Antonio at the Alamo Bowl. The Buffaloes are down 20-0 to BYU. Coach Gary Barnett, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Halftime show presented by Audi. Visit your local Denver area Audi dealers. The Colorado Buffaloes marching band on the field right now, entertaining the crowd here in San Antonio. Gary, Buffs are outclassed in that first half. Pretty much any which way you slice it.
No, I tell you, Mark, you know, they're not hurting us so much offensively as just defensively. Defensively, they got us out schemed. We cannot run the football. We can't get first downs. We can't keep the ball. You know, and I mean, offensively, 86 yards passing and 66 yards rushing.
Yep, not bad.
We're not going to get upset about that.
No.
But you know, you have 2 special teams goffs, and then you can't run the ball. You can't keep the football, and you go backwards. And you got 2 interceptions, and you still can't do anything. So this is a game where we've been out schemed and outplayed so far. It's only a half, but still, for them, it's a good half, and it's hard to come back and beat this team. This team doesn't get that many. You know, they only give up 20 points a game.
Right.
So I mean, right now if we could get at 20 points back, we'd be tied. We don't give any more up.
The Buffs have to pitch a shutout in the second half and score 3 touchdowns and average than they give up a game.
So we've seen it happen before, but boy, we've got to have a better attitude and a better approach, and we got to play and coach better this half to have a chance. Otherwise, this is going to be a major embarrassment.
Gary, you talked about what they're doing defensively. They are basically looking at Colorado and saying, "There's no way you can run the football against us, and we're not going to let you pass."
Yeah, and if you do, we'll catch you. You know, we'll run you down for 3 yards.
Right.
But they're not going to let us throw the ball. And those little short passes that we like to throw against this defense they're playing, you're just going to get hit right in the mouth as soon as you catch the ball. So there's just nothing open, and you cannot free up your middle if you can't have a threat of a run. And we have no threat of a run.
The offensive line has been exposed here today. Now, has had problems. We've chronicled the problems the Buffs have had up front all season long, but today it's really become, I think, evident out there. And having a full month maybe to get ready for this thing by Coach Sataki and his staff, they said, okay, we can exploit that.
Yeah, and this is the first team we've seen really take it all away, just dare us to run in there that much. Everybody else would vary it. These guys aren't varying it very much. They brought just enough pressure and for sure passing situations that put heat on Shedeur and not let him get rid of the ball. So we can't play a normal game this way.
No, Shedeur has been sacked 3 times. He has been hurried and rushed and hit a good number more. And Colorado looking for its first bowl win since the Houston Bowl over Texas El Paso in 2004. And they've got work to do here in San Antonio. We've got about 4 minutes left of halftime. The Buffaloes trail 20-0 to BYU here at the Alamo Dome. They'll have the ball to start the second half. In fact, BYU is working its way back in the field as the Golden Buffalo marching band is wrapping up. The Buffs will be coming out momentarily. It better be a heck of a halftime speech by Coach Prime to see if Colorado can get back in this ball game. We'll take another timeout. Second half is straight ahead. This is Colorado football from their field.
There's no place like the road home. Anticipation in every mile with presents wrapped and bags packed. The joy of the journey and the glow of your destination in the headlights. There's no feeling like it. Pedal down, volume up. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer during the season of Audi sales event.
The Buffs are going bowling. Celebrate all across the Mile High State with blackjack, pizza, and salads. The GOAT of game day deliciousness and the official pizza of the Colorado Buffaloes. For over 40 years, Blackjack's had your game day grub covered with perfect pies, crisp, fresh salads, and the meltiest cheese bread ever, even desserts. Order today, online, on the app, or at one of our 42 locations across Colorado. Postseason is pizza season. Let's go Buffs. Blackjack, pizza, and salads.
Ralphie says, go Buffs.
End zone! Touchdown!
This is Colorado football from Learfield.
Why do we huddle? We huddle to communicate. We huddle to plan. And we huddle to inspire. Why do we huddle? Because we're at our best when we got our whole team around us. That's why we huddle.
With 99% nationwide coverage, get any Ford Moto G5G, including Coach Primes and unlimited wireless for $100 at your local Boost retailer.
Restrictions apply. Not available online. Visit a participating Boost retailer for details.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
Who is number 8?
Well, we're just about ready to get the second half underway, putting a wrap on the Audi halftime show here at the Alamo Dome. Boy, Buffs fans have come out in numbers this week. They were on fire to start this ball game. The sad part is the Buffs haven't given them much to cheer about as they trail 20-0 to BYU. Coach Gary Barnett, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, up here in the broadcast booth of the Alamo Dome. Down to the side of the go. Let's get a thought from Bobby Passamano.
Yeah, Mark, interesting how they both these teams go into the locker room at the same time. You have one very somber team, one very fired up team. Buffs, very focused locker room, I would say. We know this offense has the ability to come back, but get down 20. So let's just hope this is a tale of two halves.
Well, let's hope so. Colorado in that first half, only 61 yards of offense.
You know, Mark, we made some plays on defense.
Yep.
We really made enough plays to be in this game nicely. It's just offensively, we've just absolutely done nothing.
The defense in this ball game has given up, 13 points. Got a couple of field goals, one touchdown. BYU also with a 64-yard punt return for a touchdown by Kingston, his second of the campaign. And again, the Buffs won the opening coin toss. They'll start the second half with the football. Shedeur Sanders in that first half for a guy that has racked up over 14,000 yards. Passing 132 touchdowns and 25 interceptions in that first half. A paltry 7 of 10 for 74 yards.
We're sort of meandering out of the locker room. It's not like we're coming out stoked up.
They didn't come out on fire.
No. I mean, they're still coming out. They've been coming out for a...
It's been a slow dribble out of the locker room.
It has been a slow dribble.
Yep. BYU came out very early.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe that's a good sign.
All right. Buffs return team working their way in the field. Buffs dressed in all black tonight.
That could be it.
Here in San Antonio. You think so?
Could be the all black.
Black helmets, black jerseys, black pants trimmed in white and gold. Traylon Miller and Jimmy Horn Jr. back to return. Jimmy Horn Jr. is the deep man. Traylon Miller, the up man, up around the 10-yard line. Will Farron to kick off from the 35 off to our left. Coming into this ball game, he had put 40 of 74 into the end zone. I think he's 1 of 2 in this game. All right, he approaches and the second half is underway. Good kick. Jimmy's going to take this one from 5 yards deep along the near side. Brings it out across the 10 to the 15. Stop and go. Got hit around the neck. And he's twisted down to the hash of the far side around the 17-yard line.
I can't imagine they told him to bring that out. that ball was 8 yards deep in the end zone. I don't know whether Jimmy made that decision or they pre-made that decision they were going to bring it no matter what. But
said go out and try and do something, try and make something happen. But you essentially give up. Let's see, they do spot it at the 17. You give up 8 yards right there.
It's a first down.
Yep. All right, first down at 10 for the 17-yard line. Again, Shedeur in the first half, 7 of 10 passing for 70 yards. Can the Buffs protect? Can he find someone open against this pass-heavy defense for BYU? LaJohntay Wester in motion. Handoff to Micah Welch. Runs it up inside off the right side between the hash and numbers across the 20 out to the 24-yard line. That's a nice carry on first down, a gain of 7. That'll make it 2nd down and 3. Raider Mamuni is on the tackle for BYU.
Well, they motioned across the formation, but that just brought a safety down into a tackling position. They didn't change defenses.
2nd down and 3 from the 24-yard line. Shedeur's out of the shotgun, takes the snap, sticks it in the gut of Micah Welch. He breaks the tackle, bounces out to the right between the hash and numbers to the far side, and his second effort picks up a first down across the 30 to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 8. First down presented by Ford Trucks. Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks, 47 years straight. That's because they're built for tough. Gary, I can't quite see. Is that a Gary Barnett offense we just saw?
No.
A 7-yard running play, an 8-yard running play.
Do you see a tight end?
I don't see, nor a fullback, no.
I don't need a fullback, but I do need a tight end.
First down at 10 for the 32-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Shedeur Sanders is out of the shotgun. He fakes the handoff, and he is crushed right there. There was almost hesitation between the handoff and the pullback by Shedeur, and it's a loss on the play back inside the 30.
Well, there was so much penetration over our left guard that he was trying to read it, but he couldn't even read it. He couldn't get the ball out soon enough.
Loss of 4, 2nd down and 14 for the 28-yard line.
It's off a right tackle, actually. Left tackle.
Ball right hash mark. Trips to the open side left. Moving from right to left. Shedeur communicating with his receivers now down the line all the way to Travis on the near side. Shedeur takes the snap, looking left the whole time. Sets, throws down the left side. Jimmy is out there, makes the grab, took a shot, and it's intercepted off the deflection. It got popped in the air, and Evan Johnson comes up with it. It hit the hands of Jimmy Horn. Tanner Wall made the shot. He got there the same time the ball did, and Evan Johnson, as it popped in the air off the carom, picked up the interception. My goodness. 13:01 to play in the third. Looked like they were going to have a big play. The ball hung up there a little bit. It hit the hands of Jimmy. The safety hit him from behind. It popped in the air, and the cornerback picked it off.
Boy, that was going to be a heck of a catch if he could have held on.
Yep.
The location was fine, but it was in coverage, right into coverage, but they had the extra guy.
First down and 10 now for the 45-yard line. On the minus side of the 50. Retzloff's out of the shotgun in a pistol formation. Turns, hands off. Martin runs up inside. Cameron Silman-Craig is there to make a jarring shoulder tackle at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on first down. Second down and 5.
I imagine we'll see a dose of this running game, Mark.
At
this point in time, yeah, just to make a point.
Second down and 5 from right at the 50-yard line. Ball sits between the hashes right on the Alamo Bowl logo here in San Antonio. L.J. Martin has been good at running back. Not huge numbers, but he's been effective. 8 carries for 49 yards and a score. Second down and 5. Handoff to Martin again. He runs in the traffic. He runs weight into the waiting arms of Cameron Silman-Craig. A gain of only a yard. That'll make it 3rd down and 4 now for BYU.
My imagination is Cameron in on every tackle.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, 2 in a row for sure. He's a good, really good football player.
Number 7 is always around the ball.
Always around it, yep.
3rd down and 4. In the first half on 3rd downs, BYU was 3 of 6. 11:47 to play in the third. Early in the second half, the Buffs trailed 20-0. Can they get a stop here and force a punt? Snap to Retzloff, rolls the pocket to the right, whips it out in the flat, smack wide open. Catch is made, and up the sideline, inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line, and Travis Hunter is there on the tackle, making the grab along this near sideline. It was Darius Lassiter. That's a gain of 12, and a first down for BYU. He's a transfer out of Eastern Michigan. Good-looking receiver at 6'2", 210 pounds. First and 10 from the Buffs' 38-yard line. Late defensive substitutions now. Okunlola and Taj McCoy in. Out goes B.J. Green and Arden Walker. First and 10 now for the Buff 38-yard line. Split backs on either side of the quarterback. Retzloff hands off to Martin, runs it up inside, and Anquan Barnes is there to bulldog him down between the hashes just inside the 35 near the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Yeah, we're going to see a steady dose of this. Sort of went with our faster defense there instead of our bigger defense.
Now it's second down at 6 from the Buffs 34-yard line. Trailing 20-0. Retzloff is out of the shotgun, takes a snap, back pedals across the 40, whips this one downfield. One-on-one coverage near the end zone, and it's incomplete. Lassiter, the intended receiver. DJ McKinney on the coverage. Outstanding job by the former Oklahoma State Cowboy, the sophomore for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, he's been a great addition, Mark. He's been solid all year. He's a good tackler. So let him throw at him all night.
He had a pick earlier in this ball game as well. His third of the campaign. So now it's third down and 6 once again for BYU. Ball on the Buffs 34-yard line. Ball between the hashes. Moving from left to right. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. Now shifting formation into a trips to the right. 5 on the play clock. Down to 4. Takes a snap. Rolls the pocket. Whips it out there. Lassiter makes the grab at the 28-yard line. Runs to the sideline. DJ McKinney grabs him and flings him out of bounds. It's a first down grab by number 5, Darius Latimer. A gain of 14 and a first down for the Cougars.
Well, that was a nice job of scheming. They got us in man coverage on trips formation and just ran a little out route to the. And it was a little pick route, actually. They picked us, and officials didn't call it. Rub route, whatever it is, but easy pitch and catch.
First down and 10. BYU now in the red zone down to the 20-yard line. Ball right hash mark. Lassiter, who's been active here in the second half, he's in a slot to the left. Kingston in a slot to the right. Retzloff, he is out of the shotgun. It's a quarterback design run. Bounces, tries to break a tackle. He does, steps forward and stumbles down between the hash and numbers on the near side. He's down to the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
That's Bohannon again. Mark, they're leaving him in the game this time. They've been running him just spot plays, but now he's back and he's staying in this game. Means they're usually going to make a running play.
Yep, Jerry Bohannon, South Florida and Baylor transfer. Retzloff, the junior college quarterback. Yep, Bohannon's going to stay out there right now. Inside 9 to play in the third. 20-0 BYU. Second down at 7 from the Colorado 17-yard line. Bohannon sticks in the gut, pulls it out. Good running this one. Steps out of a tackle, and he runs right into the waiting arms of the linebacker who came up on coverage and made a tackle in the open field. That's Jeremiah Brown. It's a gain of 4.
Yeah, Shane Cokes had him in the backfield that time, and he just stepped out of the tackle. Would have been a loss at that point. It's 4-down territory for these guys right now. It's just 3rd and 3 now.
3rd down and 3 for the Buffs 13-yard line after the interception, which is deflected up in the air, thrown by Shedeur Sanders and picked off by BYU. In and out of the hands of Jimmy Horn. So 3rd down and 3 now from Colorado's 13-yard line. Retzloff back at quarterback, takes the snap, sticks in the gut of Moa, steps out of a tackle into the end zone. He went wide open and essentially untouched and ran it in for a score. Sione Moa, the freshman out of Provo, Utah. 26-0 BYU with 8:03 to play in quarter number 3. That's what you can do, Gary, when you can run the football right there.
Yep. And they had us in man coverage and just ran our safety out away from the play, and they ran right through the hole that he was hanging around in. So it's
8:03 to play. 9 plays, 55 yards. PAT is up and good. 4:58 was the time of possession. The Buffs had a promising drive that was interrupted by that interception, and then BYU does what a good football team does. They respond, and it's 27-0 Cougars here at the Alamo Bowl as Colorado has been shooting blanks all night tonight here in San Antonio. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Colorado Football from their field.
When you're ready to make your next real estate move, reach out to Laura Levy, an official realtor of the Colorado Buffaloes. Laura and her team have established themselves as the top choice for Boulder area sellers and buyers, with hundreds of satisfied success stories to their credit. As a CU parent herself and proud partner of CU Athletics, she genuinely understands the unique housing needs of CU families. Laura has offices in Boulder and Lyons, Colorado. Visit lauralevy.com or call 303-931-8080 to live where the Buffs roam.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
Two more.
you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
big savings?
Yep, which means...
it's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
Well, once again, BYU, its first possession of the second half, ends up in the end zone on a 13-yard run by Moa to make it 27-0, 8:03 to play in the third quarter. Coach Harry Barnett, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Down to the side will be going Bobby Passavano.
Hey, Mark. Yeah, like you said, they went right down the field and scored. This is a very tough combo of BYU. They're playing really well, playing hard. They're being coached really well. They're out scheming us at the moment. Got to find some sort of answer to get down the field and get points on the board here quickly.
Right now, total yardage, Bobby, 207 for BYU, 110 passing, 97 on the ground. The Buffaloes have 72 yards of total offense, only 2 rushing. After the Broncos fell on the road in Cincinnati this afternoon, 30-24 in overtime, we welcome everyone joining us on our flagship in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. 850 KOA, 94.1 FM. Wish we had a better story for you, but it's 27-0 BYU. The Cougars have been outstanding in this ball game. Colorado has been shooting blanks. They can't seem to find any rhythm. They can't get out of their own way, despite the fact they picked off 2 BYU passes in this contest, forced those 2 fumbles. BYU has dominated this football game.
Well, it's a great example of just a really physical, tough, experienced football team.
Short kick coming here. Jimmy Horn to the 5 on the near side, across the 10 to the 15. Steps over a fallen blocker, gets grabbed around the ankles outside the numbers to the near side. There's a flag down, and he is twisted down around the 22-yard line. Let's see, but now there's another marker being thrown. 17 yards in the return as it stands right now. I don't know if these are the same penalty, but one flag came out, and then significant later a second came out. 7:57 to play in the third. 27-0 BYU. This SEC officiating crew with Kyle Olson as the white hat. Looks like they've come to consensus. Here comes the call.
There is no holding foul against the return team. However, there's a foul by the kicking team. Personal foul, illegal blindside block, kicking team, number 18, 15-yard penalty, first down.
All right, Buffs will take that. After the 15-yard mark off, they're going to walk this one all the way across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Let's see if that helps out now. This would be the best start for a drive in this game so far for Colorado on a drive. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line, moving right to left. We have 7:57 to play in the third. Let's see if the Buffs can get going. Shedeur, 7 of 11, passing for 70 yards and a 1 interception. Snap taken by Jimmy, hands off to Shedeur, rolls it out, swings a pass off on the right flat to Jimmy, took a shot up top hard and got knocked down in the flat of the far side by Isaiah Glasgow, the old Big 12 linebacker. Gain of only, there was a lot going on there, a lot of window dressing, but not much productivity.
Yeah, there's a flag down. I think he probably horse collared him, Mark.
All right, got him up high.
That's what it's looking like. Maybe a face mask.
One of the two. He got him up high.
Personal foul.
Yep, horse collar.
Face mask.
Oh, okay.
Defense. 15 yards will be added to the play. First down.
Either one would have been appropriate. I think in the replay it looked like he got more of the horse collar, but it was the side of the helmet. Tough to tell as quickly as it happened.
The face mask was on number 16 of the defense.
That's Glasgow, the whole Big 12 linebacker. So another 15-yard penalty, 7:50 to play. Third quarter, 27-0 BYU. All of a sudden, Colorado now is inside BYU territory with two 15-yard penalties. We got it first down and 10 now for the BYU 47-yard line. Ball right hash mark. Out of the shotgun is Shedeur Sanders. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out right side, and very sure tackling as the grab is made by Will Shepard. He's brought down by Maury Bamba in the right flat. That's a gain of 4.
We can throw all those we want, but there's somebody to make that catch or interception on that receiver every time in this coverage. There's just no, you either adjust your route, but there's no success in throwing that.
2nd down and 6. There's a pitch on it. A flea flickers. They get it back to Shedeur. Starts to throw. Now he's flushed out to his left. Running. He shovels this one off to Wester. Running to the near side. And he is hit down low and run out of bounds by Jacob Robinson. It was a flip on a reverse, and then they flipped it back to Shedeur on a flea flicker, and he got flushed as he wanted to throw, and as he veered off to the left and rolled the pocket, he found Wester behind him. And so again, all sorts of trickeration, just no productivity on that play. And it's 3rd down and 6. From the 43-yard line, 6.5 to play. Buffs down 27-0. Shedeur snap. Drops. Here comes pressure. Forced out to his right. Whips this one downfield. He's got Travis out there. Makes the grab at the 23. Cuts off to his left at the 10. Stop and go to 5. To the end zone. The Heisman Trophy winner has done it again. Shedeur buying time. Rifles it downfield. Shedeur finding number 12 and a 44-yard strike. And the Buffs finally are on the board here in the Alamo Bowl with 6:14 to play in the third. And it's 27-6.
Well, that's just two guys making a play, Mark.
Yep.
Because we got beat up front so bad. Shedeur had to get outside as fast as he could, and he just found Travis. And, it's lucky we got two good players like that.
Yes, exactly.
That play wasn't going to work.
Extra points by Mata is up and good.
When I say that, I'm trying to say those two guys are so good.
Yes.
That no matter what happened to them up front, they were able to make a play and get a touchdown.
Yep.
And we're not helping them at all up front. We're causing this to be a really hard game for these two guys.
All that is our quarterback's outstanding, our wide receivers amazing, and those two guys made a play, and finally the Buffs are on the board as they trail 27-7 with 6:14 to play in the third on timeout here in San Antonio. You're listening to Colorado football from Learfield.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
Be a part of the herd right here.
And Shea Fields is putting on a show here in Boulder this afternoon.
This is Colorado football from Learfield.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP.
You deserve Modelo. if you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame, you deserve this ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
One highlight for the postgame show. Back here in San Antonio, finally the Buffs are on the board. 4 plays, 63 yards, 143 the time of possession, 6:14 to the third, the time of the score. You know what that was? It was a schoolyard play. The quarterback said, run to the bush that we cut down last fall and then cut to the fence we're going to paint next this summer. And number 2 found number 12, a 44-yard touchdown throw and catch and run by the 2 All-Americans to make it 27-7 down the side of the goal and Bobby Passavino.
Yeah, Mark, that was one heck of a football play between Shador and Travis. We're having a hard time protecting, a hard time running it. I got one remedy for you. Get it to 12 as many times as you can before this game ends.
You're a genius, Bobby.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
You are like Bill Walsh. You're an offensive mastermind.
You know, we had 30 yards of penalties on that play and one play.
I know. That's right.
We just need more of that.
It's 27-7. All right, the Bucks are going to kick off from right to left. Looks like Daniel Gerlach is out there to kick off for the Bucks. He's 6 of 29 on touchback, and this one only gets to the 10-yard line. Taken on the far side to the 25, turning the corner and out of bounds just across the 30. As Evan Johnson was there on the return. Let's quickly pause 10 seconds now. Let our network affiliates across the beautiful state of Colorado identify themselves. 10-second ID break on the Colorado Football Network.
Join me, Dusty Dvorak, and Danny Cannell Monday morning at 6 Eastern as we break down all the action from the weekend on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
For Shador Sanders, he ties Steven Montez and Cody Hawkins for the all-time record with 63. Going to get one more and get the record all to himself and do it in 2 seasons. All right, 1st and 10 with the 28-yard line. Retzlaff, hands off. Martin, stretch play to the left. The Buffs do a great job of stretching that one out there. And Jalen Wester, the young linebacker, making the tackle. It is no gain on the play. Or was it a short gain? A loss of 3, I beg your pardon.
Play that dude, man. He makes plays. And now, if we could just get him to throw it to Travis when they're on offense. How do you do that, Bobby?
Wouldn't that be nice?
You can't call that number from here.
All right, 2nd down and 13 for the 25-yard line. Split backs out of the shotgun is Retzlaff. Moving from left to right, ball left hash mark. Takes a snap, sticks it in the gut of the running back, runs to the right side, and he took a shot. Martin that time got slammed between 2 Buffs. Wester and Thomas were there collaborating on the tackle for Colorado. It's a gain of 7. That'll make it 3rd down and 6 now for their 32-yard line for the Cougars of BYU. B.J. Green was also part of that group out there that made the stop. Creeping up at the 5-minute mark of quarter number 3. This quarter's gone quick. 27-7 BYU.
Need to stop here, Mark.
3rd down and 6. BYU 6 of 9 on 3rd downs. Motion man through the backfield. Out of the shotgun is Retzlaff. Calls for the chest-high snap. Spins away from pressure. Running out to his left. Looking downfield. Got by B.J. Green along the numbers, and he scampers for the 1st down. Out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 8 yards.
Tough player.
Yes, he is.
Tough competitor, man.
I said it earlier. He's got that old term that guys used to use. He's a gamer. Clock running, 4:20 to play. 1st down and 10 now for the 40-yard line for BYU. They're looking for an 11-win season. They're well on their way. Can the Buffaloes mount a comeback and pick up win number 10 for the first time since 2016. Out of the pistol formation on 1st and 10 for the 40. Retzloff the snap, turns. Play action, boots, sets to throw. Here comes pressure, runs away from pressure. Over the O pursuing. He's got blockers across the 50 to the 45 to the 40-yard line and out of bounds. The Buffs had 3 defenders in the offensive backfield. He got away from all 3. A scamper of 23 yards. DJ McKinney eventually escorts him out of bounds, and it is 1st down and 10 now for the Colorado 37-yard line.
Well, they did not have rush lane integrity, Mark. Those 3 of them all ran down the same line practically. They've got to spread that out and break down to make, when he breaks down, you break down in your position. So just missed an opportunity there. We should have had a sack.
That is the story of my life. I've never had rush lane integrity. I just figured it out. 1st down and 10 for the Buffs 37-yard line. Retzloff, snap, screen, left side, grabbed by Martin. He runs into traffic, and the Buffs do a nice job. And Wester, Jalen Wester, is there to make the tackle again for the Buffaloes. That's a gain of 4.
Boy, DJ McKinney had a shot. He just couldn't make it happen. We didn't have bad coverage there. We had a guy there, but just couldn't make the tackle.
Chidozie Nwankwo also sniffing that out. All right, 2nd down and 6 from the Buffs' 33-yard line.
Well, they got a nice array of plays, and Retzloff just athletic and strong enough to, when things break down, make yards.
Pistol formation for BYU. Retzloff got a running back behind him. The handoff to Martin. Good penetration by Colorado. He gets grabbed around the ankle, held up, and knocked down. Nice penetration that time for the Buffaloes by Jalen Wester. He's out of Palmetto, Florida, from Florida Atlantic. That's a loss of 4 yards early on in camp this season. Gary and I standing out there. He said, hey, that brother of the wide receiver Wester, that kid makes plays. He's been active here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, he's a good little player. He's a little on the small side,
yep, 6'2",
and that's why he
205.
probably hadn't played that much, but I don't know if he's 6'2". But he makes plays, and he loves to play the game, and he's a hitter.
Inside 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd, 27-7. Buffaloes trailing. BYU looking at a 3rd down and 10 for the 37-yard line. As they come to the line of scrimmage, they call timeout to talk things over.
Timeout, BYU. Their first of the half.
Well, if we're legitimately going to get back in this, Mark, we've got to get the ball back to us a lot sooner. This is a long drive. They've taken almost 6 minutes off the clock on this drive.
The Buffaloes looking for their stop here. 3rd down and 10 for BYU. 1:43 to play in the 3rd. BYU leads at 27-7 over the Buffaloes. Timeout of the field. We'll take it here in San Antonio. You're listening to Colorado Football from their field.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The Buffs are going bowling. Celebrate all across the Mile High State with blackjack, pizza, and salads. The GOAT of game day deliciousness and the official pizza of the Colorado Buffaloes. For over 40 years, Blackjack's had your game day grub covered with perfect pies, crisp, fresh salads, and the meltiest cheese bread ever, even desserts. Order today, online, on the app, or at one of our 42 locations across Colorado. Postseason is pizza season. Let's go Buffs. Blackjack, pizza, and salads.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
University of Colorado football is brought to us by Laura Levy, the official realtor of the Colorado Buffaloes. When you're ready to make your next real estate move, reach out to Laura Levy. Laura and her team have established themselves as the top choice for Boulder area sellers, buyers, and CU families with hundreds of satisfied success stories to her credit. Visit lauralevy.com or call 303-931-8080 to live where the Buffaloes roam. 1:43 to play. In the third, Buffs have finally got a touchdown of this one. A long strike from Sanders to Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter to make it 27-7. Coach Gary Barnett, Bobby Passavento on the sidelines. Got the whole crew here tonight. Reed Fisher, executive producer, Shannon Scott. Hey, by the way, on our flagship, it's been a long day of football, of course, on 850 KOA, 94.1 FM in Denver. Earlier today, the Broncos lost at Cincinnati 30-24 in overtime. And now, of course, we got this one. And after we wrap up here on the network, our good friend and former Buff, Justin Adams, will be doing Broncos and Buffs React immediately following us, somewhere around 10 o'clock tonight.
Justin's going to have a tough job tonight.
He's, there'll be a lot of people unhappy if it stays the way it is right now.
Yep.
He was on Gary's team as a walk-on back in the day when I first got here in 04. All right, 3rd down and 10. For BYU from the Buff 37-yard line, leading 27-7 over Colorado. Retzloff's out of the shotgun, takes the high snap, yanks it down. Here comes pressure, swing it on a crossing pattern, caught by Kingston. Turns upfield, breaks the tackle, still running at the 15, cuts right, trying to step out of another one. He got grabbed and spun down to the 13-yard line.
Mark, I think this is an illegal pick play. Let's see if this lineman isn't down the field. If this ball is thrown behind the line of scrimmage.
Colton Hood was on the tackle, gain of 24 as it stands right now. Get a look at the replay here. Was it a pick play?
See, 70 all the way down there?
Yep. That you had an eligible man downfield.
Yep.
The center, Connor Pay, was about 6 yards downfield on a block. Didn't get called. 65 seconds remaining in the third. They convert on 3rd and long and have it 1st and 10 now for the Buffs 13-yard line. Pistol formation. Retzloff again. Looking at the Buffs four-man defensive front, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, earns the pitch to the right side, caught by Martin, got hit on the flat on the near side in the backfield, and Colton Hood came up and made a nice play, bringing down the ball carrier. That's a loss that time of 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd down and 15 now for the Colorado 18-yard line.
Good defensive play there, but boy, I tell you what, the officials.
They kind of missed a bad one there.
They missed one there.
That was pretty obvious. You got the 315-pound offensive lineman downfield. All right, BYU 2nd down and 15 for the Buffs 18. 40 seconds remaining in the third. 27-7. Cougars advantage. Snap to Retzloff. Turns, hands off. Martin runs up inside. Cameron Stillman Craig is there. A couple of other Buffaloes grabbing him down low and bringing down the ball carrier. Levante Bentley was on the low side of the ball carrier. That's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down and 11 now for the 14-yard line. This will be the 11th play of this drive.
Probably just going to go to the quarter here, Mark.
And it's been going for over 6 minutes. And this will bring us to the end of quarter number 3. BYU dominating in the first half. They led 20-0 at the break. The Buffaloes find the end zone. Travis Hunter, a long strike from Shedeur Sanders. And after 3, it's 27-7 BYU. But the Cougars threatening as we go to quarter number 4 here in the Alamo Bowl. You're listening to Colorado Football from Learfield.
There's no place like the road home. Anticipation in every mile with presents wrapped and bags packed. The joy of the journey and the glow of your destination in the headlights. There's no feeling like it. Pedal down, volume up. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer during the Season of Audi sales event.
Colorado plays here.
Touchdown, Colorado!
On the Buffalo Sports Network from Learfield.
If you know a guy named Chip and a girl named Ralphie, if your idea of fine dining is a tailgate, and if your blood runs black and gold, you know what it means to be a Buff. So bring some CU pride with you with the Go Buffs Visa Signature Card, only at Elevations Credit Union. Get up to 3% cash back on CU tickets and merch with select CU merchants. Plus, every purchase you make supports CU student athletes. Wherever you go, go Buffs! Visit BuffsCreditCard.com to apply and see full card benefits and details.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
Welcome back to San Antonio, Texas. Bobby Pesavento here on the sideline of the Alamo Dome, Valero Alamo Bowl, where our Colorado Buffaloes trail BYU 27-7 to start the fourth quarter. BYU has it 3rd and 11. Need to get a big stop here, try to force a field goal. Back up to the booth, Coach Barnett, Mark Johnson.
Well, here are the numbers through 3 quarters, 265 yards of offense. And Gary, you want to talk about balance. Coach Sitake's Cougars have 139-yard passing, $126 on the ground. The Buffaloes 120 yards of offense, 118 passing, only 2 rushing yards for Colorado. In this game, the time of possession now is just about plus 9 minutes in favor of BYU.
Yeah, it's hard to win those games. But we've seen it happen.
Shedeur Sanders is right now 10 of 14 passing, 118 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Meanwhile, Travis Hunter, he got 3 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown on 4 targets. His long was 58. He had a 44-yard touchdown catch. 2 of the greats in Colorado history, obviously. And you just hate to see it kind of come to an end in a game like this. You love to see him go down swinging. A fresh 15 minutes in the fourth quarter clock. BYU has the football, leading 27-7, and they've got it 3rd down and 11. At the Buffaloes' 14-yard line, moving right to left. Retzlaff is out of the shotgun. He's got trips to the boundary side right. Running back off his left hip. Stands out of the shotgun. Calling for the ball, takes the chest high, backpedal scan, steps up, rushes to his right, whips it in the end zone, and it's picked off by Cameron Silman Craig out of the end zone between the Hessian numbers on the near side and number 7 all the way out to the 17-yard line. An 18-yard interception return by the senior Cameron Silman Craig. Oh, what an outstanding play by a guy who has been so fun to watch in his 2 years as a Buffalo. The 3rd interception by the Buffs defense in this game. Boy, he jumped that pass in front of Keelan Marion. He read it beautifully. And about 2 yards deep in the end zone, he came up with the interception. So life for Colorado. Here comes the offense.
Chidozie Nwankwo got a hand on that arm, I think, and affected that throw just a little bit. He had great pressure on him.
Come on, Buffaloes. Let's see what you can do. 1st down and 10 with a 17 early fourth quarter, trailing 27-7. Shedeur out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Backpedals. Sets to throw. He's going for Travis in the double coverage, and it gets knocked away at the last second. No flag on the play. It was Maury Bamba. There were 3 defenders downfield, running down the field on the right side, and on the plus side of the 50-yard line, right around the 40, it got knocked away.
Yeah, he was trying to make one of his catches there, and it was close, but 3 guys, I don't think the quarterback coach would advise that.
He is spectacular, but he's not Superman. We just think he is. 2nd down and 10 from the 17. Shedeur on a handoff, bouncing it right side. Micah Welch took a shot, got his leg yanked out from underneath him, shy of the 20-yard line by Jack Kelly. It's a gain of 1. It is 3rd down and a long 8 now from the 19-yard line for Colorado. Colorado on 3rd downs in this game is 2 of 7. Can they convert here? Shedeur Sanders in the game, 10 of 15, 118 yards, a touchdown, and a deflected interception. 3rd down and 8 from the 19. The senior takes the waist-high snap, backpedals, scans, whips it out to Travis. He bobbles it. He holds it in. He turns upfield outside the numbers on the far side, and he got hit and shoved out of bounds right around the 21 or 22-yard line.
You know, I think if he doesn't bobble that pass,
I think so.
that he's got a good chance of picking that up.
Yep, he couldn't catch it cleanly. It popped up in the air out of his hands and allowed the defense to rally.
Yeah, it was a crossing route. He had everybody cleared out. So
Boy, it hit him right there. It hit him right there. Tally Prassis was on the tackle, and here comes Mark Vassett to punt this one away. Kingston back to return. He's got a 64-yard punt return for a touchdown earlier in this game. 13-18 to play. In the 4th quarter, Buffs trailing 27-7. Vassett, low line drive kick, backpedaling to the 35. Here comes Kingdon with a stop and go to the 50. He runs away from Ben Finiseth, who is holding on to his jersey all the way along the hash inside Buffs territory down to the 42, and finally a delayed whistle is blown. A return of 23 yards. And about 15 different Buffs around that tackle. It says Rusty Phillips, our spotter. Everybody was in on it. We got a break in the field. Special teams have hurt Colorado in this game. 12:59 to play the 4th. BYU football leading 27-7 over the Buffaloes here in San Antonio. You're listening to Colorado football from Learfield.
When you're ready to make your next real estate move, reach out to Laura Levy, an official realtor of the Colorado Buffaloes. Laura and her team have established themselves as the top choice for Boulder area sellers and buyers, with hundreds of satisfied success stories to their credit. As a CU parent herself and proud partner of CU Athletics, she genuinely understands the unique housing needs of CU families. Laura has offices in Boulder and Lyons, Colorado. Visit lauralevy.com or call 303-931-8080 to live where the Buffs roam.
If your day sounds like
we need the report ASAP,
you deserve Modelo. If you've persevered through, you deserve this rich golden lager with a crisp but refreshing taste. Or if you overcame,
2 more rings, 2 more.
you deserve this ice cold reward. Modelo, the Remarkable Fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Why do we huddle? We huddle to communicate. We huddle to plan. And we huddle to inspire. Why do we huddle? Because we're at our best when we got a whole team around us. That's why we huddle.
With 99% nationwide coverage, get any Ford Moto G 5G, including Coach Primes and unlimited wireless for $100 at your local Boost retailer. Restrictions apply. Not available online. Visit a participating Boost retailer for details.
University of Colorado football is brought to us by Denver Ford, a proud supporter of the Buffalo's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. That's because they're built Ford tough. Earlier today, the Denver Broncos went into Cincinnati and got beat in overtime, 30-24. Back here in San Antonio, Coach Bobby and MJ, they got 12:59 to play in the 4th. BYU has got a 27-7 lead over the Buffaloes. Monday, we've got men's basketball coming back to Boulder. Number 3 Iowa State as Tad Boyle and the 9-2 Buffaloes open up Big 12 conference play. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off. Scott Wilkie and I, unless Gary, you want to join us for basketball this year, you're very welcome to come on in. You're a former basketball coach back in the day.
Yeah, I am. I am a veteran of 4 years.
Yep.
Had a heck of a record.
Was it varsity or was it junior varsity?
No, it was JV.
JV?
I was building for the varsity.
Okay, no, I understand. Then you got off track there coaching football, and I think that worked out okay for you.
I went 14-4 the first year.
Nice.
15-3 the second year. 4-14 the third year.
That's not good.
And 3-15 the fourth year.
Oh, you lost a good class apparently after year 2.
Well, the varsity took all my good players.
We've got...
after the first couple of years, I thought that was pretty easy sport to coach.
Nothing to it, huh? Scott now going to hit the air on Monday nights at 6:30. After all the TV games we did, the non-conference, we're on radio full-time throughout Big 12 conference play. All right, first down and 10 for the 42-yard line. Retzloff dumps this one to Moa out of the backfield wheel route up the near sideline inside the 35. He goes down to the 30-yard line. Colton Hood was on the tackle. It's a gain of...
Boy, they do a nice job man coverage of going in and blocking the receiver that's responsible, or the defender that's responsible for the receiver coming out of the backfield. It's a clean, legal play because the ball gets thrown behind the line of scrimmage, but they get leverage on the corner, and all of a sudden they got a first down.
First down and
nice
10
little scheme
from the Buffalo's 30-yard line. 27-7. Last time they got down, here's Cameron Silman Craig had the interception. They threw in 3. Unbalanced line. Out of the shotgun is Retzloff, and we've got a stoppage of play, and I think a procedure call coming against BYU.
False start. Offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Parker Kingston. Rushing yards, $126 in this game for BYU. Colorado has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 yards. 12-14 to play in the fourth. All right, now first down and 15 after the penalty. Ball on the 35-yard line. Out of a pistol formation this time. Retzloff, snap, turns, hands off Martin, tries to cut back. Silman Craig was there, goes back to his right. Now he's got room to run. Running to 15, trying to step out of a tackle down the hash to the far side. Colton Hood grabbed him by the shoestring and brought him down. He was going to cut left at the hole. Silman Craig plugged it and shoved him to the other side where he found room and ends up gaining 18 yards and a first down for BYU with the Colorado 12.
Yeah, we could not get off blocks that time. We missed tackles. Boy.
Clock running, 11.5 to play in the fourth.
Defense has been really pretty solid up until that play.
27-7. BYU. Retzloff's out of the shotgun. He's got a wing and a slot to the open side left. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff on the cut through the backfield, and then runs off to his right. And on him is Samuel Okunlola, the Pitt transfer. Makes the tackle, a short gain of 3. And it is down to the 9-yard line, second down and 7.
Yeah, we need another turnover down here.
Yep.
Let's jar this ball loose.
Arden Walker, B.J. Green in for Colorado. Taj McCoy and Samuel Okunlola out for the Buffaloes on defense. By the way, remind me, we got to say something about Pat Shurmur's month of December here and what he did between the last regular season game and his bowl game. Amazing. Second down and 7 for the 9. Again, the pistol formation. Retzloff takes a snap, turns to his right, hands off to Martin, runs up inside, got hit by Travis at the 3, drags him into the end zone, touchdown. L.J. Martin. Travis got a piece of him. Couldn't square up in front of him. Kind of hit him on the side. It was dragged in along with DJ McKinney. It is 33-7 BYU. That's the third rushing touchdown by BYU in the game. That one of 9 yards.
Well, for Travis and Shadur and all those guys that are going to the next level, it only gets harder, boys.
Yep, no doubt about it.
This is as easy as it's going to get, so buckle it up.
BYU's going to go for 2. 33-7 is our score. 10:27 to play in the fourth. Retzloff's out of the shotgun. 2-point conversion attempt. He pumps, throws to the end zone, and it is picked off. Down the sideline they go.
Go? Oh, he must have stepped out.
Blow it dead. Did he step out over there? Intercepted. And the Buffs deny the two-point conversion as it was picked off by Shiloh Sanders. He stepped out at the 1-yard line. Yep, otherwise he could have taken it the other direction. 10:27 to play, break in the field. It remains 33-7. Timeouts. The Buffs are in a deep hole here in the Alamo Bowl. You're listening to Colorado football from Hereford.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The black and gold play here.
And it is no good! The Buffs win!
This is Colorado football from Learfield.
If you know a guy named Chip and a girl named Ralphie, if your idea of fine dining is a tailgate, and if your blood runs black and gold, you know what it means to be a Buff. So bring some CU pride with you with the Go Buffs Visa Signature Card, only at Elevations Credit Union. Get up to 3% cash back on CU tickets and merch with select CU merchants. Plus, every purchase you make supports CU student athletes. Wherever you go, go Buffs! Visit BuffsCreditCard.com to apply and see full card benefits and details.
At Fowler Automotive, we champion the same values that drive CU athletics. Teamwork, integrity, and excellence. Serving Denver and Northern Colorado with 5 convenient locations. We offer a wide range of Jeep, Chevrolet, Honda, and Kia vehicles. As a preferred partner of CU athletics, we support the Buffs both on and off the field. Just as the Buffs strive for greatness, we are committed to being friendly, helpful, honest, and fair in all our interactions. Fowler Automotive, united with CU athletics in building a stronger Northern Colorado community. Go Buffs! Well, here's the drive information for BYU. 4 plays, 42 yards, 2:32 the time of possession, 10:27 in the fourth, the time of the score, a 9-yard run by Martin. They went for 2. It was intercepted in the end zone by Shiloh Sanders. And as he brought it out to return it, he stepped out of bounds. His momentum was taken to the far sideline. He stepped out of bounds to the 1-yard line, and that blew the play dead. He could have returned the extra point. So 33-7. He's had two plays. He had the interception earlier in the ball game that got called back. Had a nice return. By the way, the attendance for this game, 64,261. It's the second largest Alamo Bowl without a Texas team in the game. 33-7. BYU has dominated this football game. Colorado with only 125 yards of offense.
Well, we're almost a Texas team. Might qualify.
We got a couple of Texas spotting and doing stats first in the game here today. All right, Jimmy Horn Jr. back to return for the Buffaloes. He's the deep man. Traylon Miller is the man back, and he'll be the up man up around the 10-yard line. Jimmy's trying to return everything. Now they're going to short kick this one. And drifting back and taking that is Travis J, and he makes the grab and out of bounds to the 20-yard line. I think that's where they'll spot him out. Or was it the 19? It's the 19-yard line. Now the BYU coverage team runs down the field as they always do and gets their fans all lathered up. But I was wondering how much longer Shedeur and Travis play. Shedeur is out there. Travis is not. Right. Oh, I beg your pardon. He's on the near side. I saw the trips go wide left. But he's out there as a single receiver to the boundary side right. 1st and 10 for the 19-yard line. Snap to Shedeur. Little tunnel screen to Jimmy on the far side. Made the grab of the 20. Took a shot at the 21, and he's down in between the hashes.
Boy, we've gotten nothing out of those, have we?
Gate of 3.
Nothing out of the quick passes. Nothing out of the... That's the first tunnel I think we've seen.
I think so. Gary, this is a very good tackling team. That was Harrison Tiger, the middle linebacker. BYU's been outstanding till they tackle. 2nd down and 7 now from the 22-yard line.
Shedeur walking over to his receivers on the right side, communicating with them, looks across at a four-man defensive front for BYU, takes the waist-high snap. He backpedals. Here comes pressure in his face. Runs out to his right. There's a flag in the play. Whips it down to sideline. It is intercepted on the near sideline by Isaiah Glasker. Was he in bounds? It appears he was. This would be a holding flag, we assume, against Colorado. That will be declined, and this should be BYU football. The ball was intended for Jimmy Horn Jr. in the right flats. Here comes the call.
Rolling on the field is an interception. Holding offense number 77. That penalty is declined. First down, BYU.
Penalty on Jordan Seaton. They wave off the penalty. Interception by Glasker. Shedeur Sanders now 124 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
Are we at the point where there's a running clock yet?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. BYU's got it on a short field now, leading 33-7 with 9:40 to play. First down and 10 for the Buffs, 31-yard line. You think about the greatness of Shedeur Sanders in all that he has done in his 2 seasons in Boulder. The numbers have been otherworldly at times.
On the field of an interception is under video review.
They're going to take a look at this one to make sure. It was right on the sideline. And so we'll let them take a peek to see if it was controlled inbounds before going out of bounds, where the linebacker made the grab. Break in the action. They'll take a look at it. We'll take a timeout as well and give you the results on the other side with 9:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Yeah, the knee was down. I think this was going to be easily an interception when they take a look at it. 33-7, all BYU here in San Antonio. This is Colorado football from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Go Buffs! This is Colorado football from Learfield.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
The Buffs are going bowling. Celebrate all across the Mile High State with blackjack, pizza, and salads. The GOAT of game day deliciousness and the official pizza of the Colorado Buffaloes. For over 40 years, Blackjack's had your game day grub covered with perfect pies, crisp, fresh salads, and the meltiest cheese bread ever, even desserts. Order today, online, on the app, or at one of our 42 locations across Colorado. Postseason is pizza season. Let's go Buffs. Blackjack, pizza, and salads.
Well, it's been an amazing season. A year number 2 under Coach Prime has got to come to a whimpering end here in San Antonio. We've got 9:40 to play in the fourth quarter. BYU has controlled this game from start to finish. It's 33-7 in favor of the Cougars.
Boy, they're impressive, aren't they, Mark? I mean, just look at them out there offensively and that offensive line. And they're clones. And they just protect the quarterback. You know, they open up the holes. They're a good-looking program. They got good, solid receivers.
Gary, I've been so impressed on defense.
Yeah.
As sure tackling as they have been. They haven't been out of position. They haven't made many mistakes on defense in this game. The scheme has been outstanding. 9:40 to play in the fourth. 33-7. Cougars with a football, first down and 10 for the Buffs, 31-yard line after the interception by the linebacker Glasgow. Retzloff the snap. Hands off, tailback, left side, runs straight ahead into defeat Thomas, who grabs the running back and twists him down. At the 26-yard line, it's a gain of 5. Second down and 5. Now for BYU.
You know, we met him straight up in the hole, and he got another 2 yards, 3 yards out of it.
That's Hawunga. He's carried the ball a couple of times earlier in this game. Have a smaller running back. Second down and 5 for the 26. Retzloff is out of the shotgun. Ball on the left hash mark, moving right to left. Snap. Hawunga takes the handoff again, sidesteps the defender, runs into the secondary between the hash and numbers on the near side, and Shiloh Sanders in his final college game is there to make the tackle, but it's a double-digit gain and a pickup of 14 yards and a first down for BYU.
They're 8 of 12 on third down. Boy, they've had a good night.
Yep. And I think that's before this one, so they make them 9 of 13. 8:20 clock running. Coach Sataki keeping the ball on the ground. Getting us quickly to the end.
Not quick enough.
First and 10 for the Buffs, 12-yard line. Retzloff's out of the shotgun. He's got trips to the right. Inside man, the tight end, moves in motion. Handoff to Hawunga. And he takes a shot by Shane Coates, who brings him down between the hashes inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Also there was Chidozie Wanko.
Good teams run the ball when they want to run it.
They've got 183 yards carrying the ground.
This is a really good football team.
It is.
Mark. And, I didn't have any question about that going in, but they're even more impressive when they play against you. And they feel a little bit disrespected, so they're, in this venue.
Yep.
So they're fired up, playing well.
Second down and 7 for the 9-yard line. Already leading 33-7. Hawunga gets the carry once again. He is off the right side. Not much there. Shane Coates, number 99, the transfer from Dartmouth. No gain on the play. You've never had a chance to talk with Shane Coates. What an impressive young man out of Dayton, Ohio. Playing in his final game in college.
A Dartmouth transfer.
That's right. Not only could I not go to Dartmouth, I couldn't spell Dartmouth. If you gave me the D and the H.
Well, nobody wears a cowboy hat there, and so you would
well, that's why I couldn't go
not be uncomfortable.
Right there.
You would be very uncomfortable.
Third down and 7, and at the snap, we've got a marker down.
By the way, you two guys make me want to wear a cowboy hat again.
False start.
Not.
Offense.
Well, he's referring to 2 guys.
5-yard penalty.
Well, I'm talking about you and Rusty.
I know. Rusty Phillips is our spotter here. He's my buddy out of down near Austin. I don't want to say he lives in Austin, but he lives near Austin, and he's out here helping us. And so Russ has got a ranch down there. Well, what we found out last night, it was a penalty against BYU, by the way, minus 5 yards. The first time you played at Texas against the Longhorns when you're coaching the Buffaloes, they gave you a Stetson cowboy hat.
They make you a Stetson hat.
How
right.
9 years into you and I doing games together have I just found this out, and why have you not worn it yet?
I don't know. Well, the reason I haven't worn it is because I don't wear them. But
third down and 12. Hand off to Hawunga again. Good penetration by the Buffaloes. Brought down along the numbers on the far side inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. A short game there.
Well, they make one for your wife as well.
Oh, so Mary's got one as well.
Well, it disappeared.
Yeah.
We let Clay wear it for Halloween,
goodness.
And we haven't seen it back.
Oh,
and of course, I get blamed for that. But
that was Mary's?
That was Mary's,
okay.
Yeah.
You do know where yours is.
Oh, I do. I know right where it is.
Right.
And I was going to break it out and my boots for this game.
By the way, Miss Peggy is on the big screens here at the Alamo Dome, with the crowd's going out of its mind. A field goal attempt coming for the 21-yard line, a 31-yard attempt by the kicker, Farron. It is up, and it is good. He has been outstanding in this game. Tack on 3 more with 5:28 to play in quarter number 4, and BYU leads 36-7 after the interception. Well, Before the season, Coach Prime, by the way, that was a 31-yard field goal. Coach Prime had said, we're going to get Miss Peggy to a bowl game. He was true to his word. It's not ending up the way he had hoped in terms of the contest. But Miss Peggy has had first-class treatment in her travel down here. She has been honored in many different ways at pep rallies, at press conferences, at a luncheon a few days ago. And Miss Peggy has had one whale of a time. It would have been nice if they could have gotten her a victory down here in San Antonio, but it has not worked out that way. So the Buffs now trail 36-7 to BYU, the 17th rated team in the country.
I think we might see Staub here.
I can see that.
I saw Travis take a seat too, but I'm not sure. Shadour's walking down there with the offense.
Farron's going to kick off, and the deep man for the Buffaloes is Jimmy Horn Jr. with 5:28 to play. 36-7. Farron boots this one high and never end. Jimmy's going to take this one about a yard deep. He'll bring it out across the 5, left at the 10-yard line, looking for the edge, turns a quarter to 15, out of bounds at the 20. And so you give up 5 yards to simply returning that one. Buffs have it first down at 10. Yep, Shadur Sanders goes out. So Shadur is going to play all 4 quarters of this ball game. One thing you never question about Shadur Sanders is his competitive nature, how tough he is. That cat has played some phenomenal football his 2 years at the University of Colorado.
Travis is out there too.
Yep, Travis is out there as well. He split wide and the trips to the right. He's been sacked nearly 100 times in 2 seasons at Colorado. Rolls the pocket, whips it downfield. Catch is made by LaJohntay Wester across the 35 at the 36-yard line. Steps out of bounds right in front of the BYU defender, Bamba. It's a gain of 18, and it's a first down for Colorado.
It's a nice throw right there, corner route underneath the deep safety.
Ball out to the 37-yard line, inside 5 to play. 36-7 our score. It's first and 10 now for the 37-yard line. Wing and a wide receiver, that being the Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter to the right-hand side. He is covered man-to-man by Bamba. Snap taken by Shadur. Drops, scans. Got room to run. Sets, throws this one over the middle. And the grab is made by Will Shepherd. Ball came loose, and he's out cold. He took a shot, and when he went down, he dropped. He's prone on the turf. And right now, finally you see him move, and he's being rolled over by one of his teammates, LaJohntay Wester.
Incomplete pass.
It really wasn't much of a hit, Gary. It's not like there was a huge collision. He was tackled from behind by Mark Collins, but when he went down, I mean, he just dropped limp. There didn't seem to be the play didn't seem terribly violent in any way, shape, or form.
He may have lost his breath.
Might have. He's up.
Yeah, he just got the wind knocked out with the ball, I think.
That might be. So Will Shepherd is up and walks off the field. But boy, he went down and just went, I mean, just like dropping a spoonful of mashed potatoes. I mean, just went flat. Well, you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? 4:35 to play in the 4th quarter. I'm glad to see him up and okay. It was rather concerning immediately. 36-7. Cougars with the lead. Buffs after the incompletion. Looking at a 2nd down and 10. Shadur rushes out to his left, being pursued from behind. Got hit down around the ankles and taken down. He got chased down from behind. And making the move was the linebacker, or the defensive front player, Sarah. That is a loss of 2 yards. Third down and 12. Will they count that as a sack, Gary? Will they say he was rolling out trying to find someone downfield?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they probably will.
They will. They just.
That would be number 4.
Right side of the offensive line was a little
3rd down and 12. Shedeur, snap. Sets to throw. All kinds of time here. Finds no one downfield. Travis on a crossing pattern. They dump it down on a check down on the far side. And Dallin Hayden runs up the sideline. Still running at the 40. At the 35-yard line. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 30 to the 25. And out of bounds. He'll actually say he stepped out of bounds to the 27. That was just a late check down by Dallin Hayden. It is a run of 33 yards after the throw and catch. And it's a 1st down by Colorado. First time I recall seeing Dallin Hayden, the Ohio State transfer, in the game. 1st down and 10 from the BYU 27-yard line. Shedeur Sanders takes the snap. He drops, he scans, he throws downfield. Leaping grab, LaJohntay Wester between the hashes at the 3-yard line. He makes the grab. He's down at the 2. It's a gain of 20, and Colorado's got a goal to go for the 2-yard line. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Inside 3 to play. 36-7. Shedeur Sanders takes the snap. He hands off to Dallin Hayden, who took a shot immediately. Might have lost a half yard on that play. No gain on the play. Isaiah Glasker, the linebacker, was on the tackle. Clock running 2:38, 2:36. 4th quarter, Buffs down big, 36-7 to BYU.
Well, it was a nice catch by LaJohntay.
Oh my goodness!
Time. Too bad he couldn't have gotten in the end zone.
All right, Shedeur is in a pistol formation. He's got Hayden behind him. Fakes the handoff. Runs off to his right, looking for the end zone. Throws it in the end zone. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Colorado to the tight end, Savon Smells. And the Buffaloes add another score late to the Alamo Bowl, 36-7. And that is a record by Shedeur Sanders. He is throwing more touchdown passes in a career than any other Colorado Buffalo. That's number 65 of his career. He's one ahead of Steven Montez and Cody Hawkins. And he's done it in 2 seasons in Colorado. And he threw it to a tight end, Gary. Holy cow. Savell Smalls with a catch of the touchdown. The extra point is up and good by Alejandro Mana.
You know, Mark, we've gotten word that maybe Bassett was going to do a drop kick for an extra point.
I think the game dictates no.
Yeah, and I could see why they wouldn't want to do it at this point in time. But
yep. If you're up, Prime said they were going to do it, but under the circumstances, you don't. Savell Smalls with a touchdown. The Buffs tack one on. 7 plays, 82 yards. 3:06 the time of possession. 2:17 of the 4th, the time of the score.
Well, you got to expect an onside kick here. I mean, odds aren't with you getting it, but you know, you got to fight. You got to try.
65 touchdown passes in 2 seasons for Shedeur Sanders. He sits on the bench right next to his offensive coordinator, Pat Shurmur. Towel over his head.
Do you think with Travis Hunter going over to our left side that may be where they kick it?
Yeah, you think so?
Timeout, BYU.
Yep, BYU wants to talk this over, make sure they've got their hands teamed out there for this forthcoming onside kick. Pat Shurmur's got his arm around Shedeur down there, pats him on the top of the head. Those two have built a special relationship. Shedeur now 16 of 23 passing, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the game. He's probably a little bit emotional. There are some that believe he is going to be the #1 pick in the NFL draft. As it stands right now, the New York Giants. Travis, the thought is, would be the first non-quarterback taken in the draft.
You know what? We're talking about it now, but that's a long way away.
Yep.
Yeah, that's April.
Yep.
Gee whiz, we got to wait that long.
I know.
We got a lot of football to watch yet.
For guys like Shedeur and Travis, there'll be a lot of workouts, the combine, preparation.
You know, Mark, I'm just eager to see the rest of this playoff.
Yeah,
unfold.
without question. Yeah.
And,
Tuesday night, we got the next game of the college football play. Here comes the onside kick for the Buffaloes. And the BYU Cougars do a great job of getting to the football before it goes 10 yards and making the catch. I think it was Jacob Robinson who got in there and made the grab. Didn't get much of a bounce on that one, Gary.
No.
You want that
bounce
thing
right to him.
Yep, you want it to come forward and take a high bounce and get up in the air and see if you can get yourself a little rebound out there. Didn't happen, kind of stayed low when Robinson collected the football.
Well, when you kick it straight on,
yep,
it, you know, it's, you can't really get enough guys down there to cover it. If you kick it to the side, you can get more guys down to cover it.
Yep. So first down and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's no running play by BYU in their first snap. Here comes the flag in play.
Bohannon at quarterback, Mark.
Yep, number 3's out there right now. Gain of a couple of yards as it stands right now. Jerry Bohannon, I beg your pardon. Redshirt senior, transferred from Earl, Arkansas, from South
Personal
Florida.
Foul, face mask, defense, number 55, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So, penalty against the Buffaloes. That's Gage Goldberg. And his father, of course, who's here tonight, is Goldberg, the WWE professional wrestler. Gage is a young linebacker for the Buffaloes.
That is the 2-minute timeout.
Yep. 2-minute timeout here in San Antonio. We'll go ahead and step aside. Late in this ball game, BYU has got a 36-14 lead over Colorado with 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Back here in the Lone Star State after this. This is Colorado football from their field.
Why do we huddle? We huddle to communicate. We huddle to plan. And we huddle to inspire. Why do we huddle? Because we're at our best when we got our whole team around us. That's why we huddle.
With 99% nationwide coverage, get any Ford Moto G5G, including Coach Primes and unlimited wireless for $100 at your local Boost retailer. Restrictions apply. Not available online. Visit a participating Boost retailer for details.
Colorado, you waited all year. Celebrate with more this season at Mike Maroney Auto Group. Chevy Silverados, Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, all at their lowest prices of the year during the More for the Holidays event. Plus, Maroney means more. All vehicles come with a 3-day money-back guarantee and free delivery anywhere in Colorado. Hurry, find a better way to unwrap savings with pages of inventory now at MikeMaroneyColorado.com. Proud partner of CU Athletics.
University of Colorado football is brought to us tonight by Blackjack Pizza. If the Buffs win, you win. That's not going to happen. But you get 50% off from Black. Well, this will be true during basketball, so dial us up on Monday night. We'll let you know what happens there. But you get 50% off from Blackjack Pizza and Salads for the Buffs win. Redeem offer by using code BWIN. The promotion applies exclusively on Mondays, Tuesdays, or Wednesdays following a Buffs win. Not valid with any other offer and only applies to menu pricing. Valid at Colorado Blackjack Pizza and Salad locations. We'll remind you that Monday night when Tad Bull and the Buffaloes are taking on number 3 Iowa State back in Boulder. Dan, you said you're going to be there on Monday with us, didn't you, Gary?
Yeah, hold a chair for me. And
oh man, 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. 36-14. It was 20-0 at the half. The Buffaloes have never really found their sea legs, if you will, here offensively against a very good BYU defense. Shedeur Sanders has thrown 2 touchdown passes, along with 2 picks. In doing so, he stepped one ahead of Steven Montez and Cody Hawkins for the career touchdown passing record. It goes along with all the other records that he's accumulated during his spectacular career. He's done it in 2 seasons in 24 games, throwing 65 touchdown passes. Travis Hunter, over 100 yards receiving in his final game for the Heisman Trophy winner. 4 plays, 106 yards and a touchdown. He's had a couple of spectacular plays out here today. Had a 58-yard reception, 44-yard touchdown catch. Meanwhile, for BYU, they've been awful impressive. They've run the ball effectively. They've got 186 yards rushing, 151 passing, 337 yards total. Their defense has been stellar. The Buffaloes have 210 yards of offense, only 2 yards rushing.
They're a really good tackling team, Mark, and they had great schemes on both sides of the ball tonight.
They're going into a victory formation here with 2 minutes to play. So Bohannon will take the snap. He'll put the knee down, and we'll just milk this game away tonight in the Alamo Bowl here in San Antonio. I think that's a little, that obvious respect between Prime and Coach Sitake. Saying, all right, let's get this thing over with. Gary, as this thing winds down to the final 90 seconds, can you kind of put into context what we've seen in 2 seasons with Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter?
Well, we've seen 2 spectacular football players, and in a program that they turned around through their performances and other guys, but those 2, just the 2 of them coming to Colorado has changed the way people look at the University of Colorado.
That's right.
Like us or not, and Deion can be polarizing, and that's okay. Nick Saban was polarizing.
Yep.
So it's okay. But what's happened in the interest that we have in our programs, and, we had a couple of games we had a number of games like this last year. And then we've had 2 like this year. The Kansas game was much like this.
Yep.
Nebraska game was pretty close. But it's still a 9-win season.
Yep, that's the final kneel down, by the way. Game over.
To a team that only won 4 last year.
Yep. Well, the season comes to an end with a 36-14 loss to BYU here in the Alamo Bowl. And that stretch of not winning a bowl game since 2000.